Right. 3, 2, 1. Dawn breaks on a fresh day in the village of Hell's Reach. The sun rising in the east, cutting lines down through the treetops, silhouetting the various buildings that are still built here despite so many things trying to knock them over. In the week since the Luxodons have arrived, how have you guys specifically been keeping your time? We'll start with Gabriel as you're the talky one.
Gabriel has been trying his best to, implement some anxiety management techniques. He's been trained on how to regulate his emotions by his order, hence his new fucking aura of courage. And he's trying to implement those as best as he can so he doesn't panic about a bloodthirsty army occupying the town he's now living in. And he's also doing his best to hide the dragon.
Yes.
Just keep it as separate as he feels he can.
Alright. Is Blake breaking up for anyone else, or is that just me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake, you're breaking
Or
up.
still being in a safe location.
Cool.
No, okay. Damn.
Yeah, no.
Am I back?
Yep, yeah, you're good now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to hide the dragon head as best he can, keeping it in like a safe, secure location. Has the basement, his house, been complete yet?
Yes.
Yeah, he's just turning that into like a little den for the dragon when it's like ready to hatch.
You have successfully nailed several bits of metal to the ceiling.
Hey, it's the best that he can do. He's not an
Yeah,
artificer.
he's not an artificer, no.
And Tink seems busy whenever he comes around.
Yeah, no, she's it's the damnedest thing. Like last time, you could have sworn she was just reading a book, but the moment you knocked on the door, man, she was suddenly like hammer in each hand.
Yeah, no, if she's busy, then she's busy.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Dirge, what have you been doing for the week?
Oh, this is an interesting one. Because normally he would be doing like some sparring, some training, but he can't do that really. I don't think because
can.
why? But if it's occupied, maybe it looks sus.
No, like yeah, you're totally capable. Like the training fields are still open, and the town guard still train there. Like nothing's gonna stop Fiona from training, but so you're welcome to train with them.
Okay. In that case, training Fiona on use of large form.
Big Fiona.
Big Fiona. Oh,
Big Fiona.
am I doing it right, Dirge? She says, 16 feet tall and trying not to step on things.
Yes, now you have to remember that you are perhaps a little bit off balance being this big size. It's a little bit more difficult to get used to, but you can swing with more heft. We can deal more damage. We can protect more people.
I'ma do a backflip.
The whole ground shakes.
She goes to do a backflip. How well does she do? Let's find out. I'll give it an acrobatics check from her. She does an average backflip. The most average thing you've ever seen.
I feel like a 16-foot tall Goliath, that's still kind of impressive.
You're right, I should have done that with disadvantage. Hang on. No, it's an average backflip. It's, considering 16 feet tall, very, very average. Very impressive.
Well done, Fiona, but very average on the landing.
I mean, I consider it a win because it didn't crush any important buildings and or people.
Yes, well, I have all my limbs still.
Yes. All right. In that case, Gertrude, are you a plant currently?
No, but these Loxodons are elephant people, right?
Yes.
I've been consulting my memories. I've been maybe chatting to some old people around the village, trying to get some information about what they might know about elephants, and I've learned they like apples.
Okay.
So I've been growing a shit ton of apple trees in my home. But I'm talking shit ton. This is a grow up for apples. My aim is to distract the enemy with apples.
You have somehow spawned an entire orchard.
That's what I was going to say. Do you have any idea how long apple trees take to grow? They're trees.
Several years.
They are tiny little saplings. Being looked
You've
after.
employed Roland's help to cast plant growth on your ship. It's the only explanation I'll accept.
Go on then. That is it.
That's also what Roland's
It's
been
the
doing.
local weed dealer.
That Roland's
This
been very
entire
good.
session, he's going.
He's
This
tending
entire
to-
session, he's going to be tending to the audience.
That's all he does. All right.
While he's gone, that's what he's doing.
Cool. Well, as you are leaving Roland to it, you step outside briefly just to take in the fresh air, relish the fact you are not currently a potted plant. When you are approached by a Luxodon in the fancy armor of the general's bodyguard, he walks up to you, grunts, and hands you a rolled up scroll and says, "Go find your other companions." And then he says, "Do not waste time," before he turns and walks away.
Yeah, good morning to you too.
He does not respond.
I'm just gonna mutter under my breath in French about stupid elephant people.
His giant
I'm gonna
elephant
try-
ears twitch.
It's happened. I'm gonna try and look for Gabriel. He's the one that stands out the most.
All right, Gabriel, you and Dirge are together by sheer coincidence and not plot necessity.
Okay, so the vibe is all right. I know Roland has growing magic, but if he also has shrinking magic as well, or if we have someone else who can, then I can be shrunk down. You can be thrown bigger, and then you just beam me straight at anything that's flying. That way, we kind of cover our like range weaknesses.
And you're saying we call this the fastball special?
Well, I mean, that's what it is. You know, if you're throwing a pitch and you throw something wicked fast in a straight line, that's a fastball.
I mean, you have a strange willingness to throw yourself into danger for a village of people you haven't known too long, Gabriel.
Well, I can't really leave because I've got the whole dragon egg which I'm trying
You
to
have your
safeguard. I can't travel
occupation
with
too.
it, and also I kind of did swear an oath to protect and safeguard the lives of innocents. That's kind of my whole deal.
Well, I suppose we've both sworn that oath.
I should. I could indoctrinate you into the white shields if you get a cool horse out of it.
I am not a huge fan of shields. I prefer big axe and man meat.
I too am a fan of man meat. I'm going to gaze longingly into the distance whilst my hair blows in the wind.
Nicard,
I'm still
whilst
Is
they're
the
pissed.
hair of
no, sorry, not
flowing?
Nicard, sorry, sorry, Gertrude. Whilst they're gazing longingly into the distance, you approach.
Oh, hi Gertrude.
Well, I was given this. We have been summoned, I believe.
Oh, a scroll. What does it say?
I'll pull it out. What does it say?
Come to the general at once.
It says come to
Well, he
the
could have just said that.
once.
No, there's also a big wax seal with like a really impressive signature.
Cool. I say we go to the general.
Okay, Roland is busy. He is attending to my orchard.
Oh, how's that going, by the way? Have we managed to get any fruit yet?
No. But they are like more than little saplings now. They are starting
Yeah.
to grow some leaves.
Cool. I've been taking good care of my orange tree, by the way. I've managed to plant it outside the house that I've been given. I've set up like a little bench underneath it as well, so when it is bigger, you can sit underneath the orange tree.
Ah, have you tried any of its fruit? Is there any
It's not.
fruit yet?
I mean, you only gave me a sapling, but I'm imagining once the blossoms come out, it'll be wonderful. Anyway, we've got a
Okay,
general to go see.
we. On the way, I'm going to be talking about how to properly look after the plants.
I'm going to be sitting there in rapt attention. Oh, walking there.
Okay.
Uh,
As you walk towards the Luxodon camp, um, you notice that there is quite a bit more activity than there has been in the last couple of days. People running about, weapons gripped a bit tighter than normal, and as you are going along, you pass the medical tent, and you notice that there's actually a few wounded in there now.
ooh, interesting.
1 second.
Hmm.
There we go. Chris, I've sent you a message in Discord because it's something I forgot to say.
Mhm.
But now, you guys make your way over to the command tent where you see the forms of the general. They're personal guard, and off into one corner with his arms crossed, Thrakos looking rather annoyed. In fact, make an insight check, anyone who wants to.
I want to. I'm good at those. 18.
I will. I'm not great at them. 19.
Oh shit, you were lying.
Fuck you.
Okay, so Gertrude, Gabriel, the two of you, you haven't known Thrakos long, but you're insightful people, I assume. Thrakos is furious, like the angriest you have ever seen him. He looks incandescent with rage.
Ooh.
You can tell this because his eyes are slightly drawn down and his trunk has a few extra wrinkles in it.
He's bubbling under the seams, but controlling himself really well.
He's a Luxodon. His facial expression is very limited. He doesn't have many expressions, to be honest.
Okay.
But as you approach, they look up. They all look up towards you, and the general waves
Well-
you forward. Come, I have a task for you.
I'm gonna wave to Thrakos as I'm walking by.
He watches. Yeah, agreed. He watches as you approach, and he just gives you like a subtle nod, and then but can't quite meet your eye and looks away.
Okay.
Alright, sorry, I've got to remember what the general's voice sounded like. You have come. Good. There is a task for you. She's going to gesture to the map of the surrounding area, and point to not the forest, but north of the forest, just the other side, out in the clearings and the rocky areas beyond it. Several of our scouting forces have been surveying this area as a potential spot to set up our long-range ballistae for our inevitable invasion of the capital. However, they have come under threat by some force there, some malevolent entity that has caused injury among my troops. You will go there. You will find what is causing it, and you will slay it.
Well, I mean, it sounds like something that we would do. And I look to the other two.
I'm gonna just eye you on the side, and then say, "Is it all right if we discuss the logistics of this before agreeing to anything?"
You will not have an your agreement is not necessary. You will do this.
I kind of grimace and nod. Yes, I thought that might be the issue.
You may discuss
Gertrude?
logistics once you have met your final member. And she will raise a hand and gesture, and one of the guards is going to whistle sharply, and that's your cue, Chris.
I am a halfling. I don't know how to describe it really. Would I have
Imagine
the
Frodo.
owl with me on any
I kind of
time,
envisioned that on the whistle you swoop down on the back of the owl, like a badass.
No, I'm just gonna actually have it come in like a sort of you see an owl hop round the corner, and I'm sitting on it,
A big owl. It's a big
love it.
owl. Like,
and you can make it's quite easy to tell that this owl is like a good 3 times the size of me.
Wow,
I could hide behind this owl if I really wanted to.
that's amazing.
As I sort of come up, hi everyone, nice to meet you.
Hi.
how do you
What
look?
are you doing working for the Loxodons?
Sorry, what does your character look like? Describe like your character's appearance, hair color, eye color, what they're wearing, that sort of deal.
I'm gonna be honest, didn't think that far ahead. I was just
I'm
trying to get it already.
I'm imagining Frodo. I'm imagining Frodo. Like
We'll
beat
go
for
with
fucking
Frodo.
beat.
Okay.
It's Frodo.
It's Frodo. What sort of armor do you have at least?
I have chainmail on.
Chainmail
Like Frodo.
armor. So yes.
Well protected boy. Does your owl have armor?
The owl does not have armor. However, both me and the owl have a shock collar on.
Oh.
You see these
Oh,
thick bands of metal with glowing blue crystals that every now and then let out a light crackle of energy.
That's why you're working for the Loxodons. Okay,
Ah, are
cool.
you under some sort of, how they say, contract?
I sort of look over at like sort of the nearest Loxodon quickly. Then
The
sort of
general says, "You will have time for pleasantries on the journey." This
Okay.
Of course. Do we have a name for you?
I'm Benjamin.
Pleasure to meet you, Benjamin. And your friend? And I gestures the owl.
This is Sir Hoots a lot.
Yeah. the general says
Perfect.
the gnome will accompany you on your journey.
Halfling.
I know that.
I will
General,
correct him. Halfling.
whatever. You will go. You will slay the creature. You will return. Leave now.
Okay,
All right. And
let's go right now.
with
Let's
that,
leave.
she just immediately takes her attention off of you, along with her guard. Thrakos tries to subtly send a message via facial expressions. He's very bad at it.
Okay. I'm gonna hang about outside the tent, waiting for Thrakos to come out.
All right. It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
You hear like a few bits of conversation before he works his way out the tent. He sees you and immediately like puts a hand on your shoulder and guides you over to the others.
Okay.
I am sorry about this. It was not
Hmm.
my intention to get you wrapped up in this the way you are.
Yeah, no, this isn't ideal, and I'm assuming Benny over here is some kind of slave.
Correct term would be indentured soldier.
Yeah, that's a slave.
It is not an aspect of our culture I am particularly fond of, but I cannot go against the general's orders.
Okay, cool. Thrakos, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, buddy. I'm really not happy with this. I I kind of swore an oath to try and minimize what's happening here. And as far as I'm concerned, if I don't stop that, sorry to get you involved in this, Benny, pointed to the throat, then I'm gonna lose my horse. This,
Consider this. If you intervene, if Benjamin here will be forced to fight against you. Otherwise, he may suffer. I
Benny,
It's
what are you?
okay. I like the collar. It looks nice. It 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 makes me happy.
I'm just going to look sad at him.
Yeah, this is really depressing, Benny.
I do not care for this myself, but for the time being, we have to do what we must, and orders are orders.
Doing what we must means keeping slaves? I mean, I know I am somewhat morally bankrupt compared to everyone else, but I think this is drawing the line.
Yeah, like there's a difference between like, I guess, wiping out a village in the name of a war. Like at the end of the day, war is war. That's just what happens. But keeping slaves is kind of inexcusable in any circumstance.
I agree, but I am a captain. I do not have the authority to change things.
Can we free him? Do you
Only
want to be free, Benjamin?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you saying that because you're scared? Have you known any different?
No, I mean yes, but no.
God damn,
I
I love
should
Benny
leave.
already.
I am
Holy
making
shit.
him uncomfortable. The only way
It's
for
just nerves, you know.
the only way
Of course, you are around new people.
the only
I
way
will give you a plant.
Jesus Christ, every time I stop interrupting me, damn it. The only way
And then this
a
cool thing has.
slave can be freed is if their owner releases them. And
With
well,
a sock.
the owner of Benjamin here is the general. The only way she would let him free, well, is if the world froze over. And I'm afraid without truly exceptional circumstances, there's very little I can do.
Okay, Cool. Well, we need to figure out what we're going to be doing about this menace in the woods. But thank you for your insight, Drakos.
If there's anything I can do to help, I will do my best. I just cannot go
Mm.
against my own oaths. I'm sure you understand.
I do.
Well, I shall leave you to this. I have duties to attend to, and I do not look forward to them.
Well, after he leaves, I'm going to turn to the other three. Right. So here's the plan. Whatever thing is in the forest is as much of a threat to us, like in the village, as it is to the Loxodons. So we kind of have to go deal with that anyway. But once we do deal with it, I say we make up a big play of it. We bloody ourselves up, get us nice and ruffled, and then lie and say that it's actually the threat is way worse than they thought, and there's no way that they have any hope of defeating it, so then they have to leave.
This is an entire army that we were talking about.
Yeah,
They are
fine.
saying that that's most likely is a distraction. They want us out so that they can have more control. It is what I would do if I were more evil and in their position of power.
Oh god, that's really smart.
Gertrude, as you say that, a puzzle piece clicks together. Thrakos has duties that he does not look forward to, and you're not going to be here during them. I wonder what those could be.
Oh fuck! Goodbye, Hellsreach. It's been good.
Mm.
We have a couple options, but our first point should be. I'm going to look over at Benjamin. Benjamin, what do you prefer?
Whatever you like.
Well, okay. Uh, will you trust him? Is he
I
going to go
trust.
squirrel to his masters?
No, I actually trust Benji. I think he's as much afraid of us as he is his general. I think it's just whoever he's in the company of the most, or the most recently, at least. Isn't that
I'll
right,
leave it
Benny?
in a
I'm
sleeve.
gonna like after you say I'm like nodding yes.
Okay, yeah. Don't worry,
know.
Ben.
He'd agree if you told him to wear a pumpkin on his head.
Exactly. He was afraid.
It's okay. I mean, slaves tend to be like that. You know, it's the learned victim mentality, where it's the best way to survive.
Gabriel knows from his long experience of owning slaves.
No, I've dealt with all kinds of evil people. I'm assuming that I freed a couple of slaves here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Again, I was a level 8 paladin when I rocked up here.
There was this guy named Caesar. He had a legion.
Luckily, it was a chump with a fucking brain tumor, so I didn't even have to do
Yeah.
anything. For this guy.
He just went out on his own like a bitch.
Mm.
Couldn't afford a
Anyway,
cleric.
but yeah, no. So, Gertrude, you're really right, and now I don't want to leave the village because, good lord, as much as I hate to say it, I think we might need to kill the general.
Are you insane?
Huh?
And I will like whisper shout this and just kind of pull him down to my level.
Well, we were
And I'm
waiting.
tiny. I'm like 2 foot tall.
Yeah, I'm like lurched down at the hips. Yeah, what, there's no there's no elephants around here, and it's true.
They are an army. There are spies everywhere.
Benny, you're not going to snitch, are you?
No.
Okay, see, we're good.
Wait,
Dirge, what do you think?
Benjamin, are you just saying this because you are afraid?
I won't snitch.
What was the thing that we're supposed to go and do? Was it just to investigate an area?
Yeah, basically.
Hmm.
How far?
Wait, no, but also, I'm confused because as far as the general is concerned, we've been conquered already. Like we are willing subjects of the Loxodon Empire. Why would they need to send us away?
Because I think that. Oh, fuck, what was his name? Tormund? Doris?
Rakos.
Darkos?
Frakos, that's it. I think that Frakos is going to do something that he won't like and that we won't like, and that it will be easier for them to get away with it if we are not here, and then we will be mad afterwards rather than mad before enjoying.
Well, the only thing that I can think of that General Thrakos won't like is unhonorable combat, i.e., killing civilians. Which is strange because a lot of the other Loxodon army doesn't seem to have that same
Mentality.
philosophy. Yeah. But what can you do? Either way, that's the kind of only thing that I can think of.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Hmm.
At which point, if they're going to start hurting civilians, I would rather be here.
Okay, I have a thing. I have a thing.
Hmm.
I can clairvoyance for free.
Yeah.
So invisible sensor within a range in a location familiar to you. And then I can choose sight or hearing. Is that true?
You're
Basically,
asking
what I'm
me?
saying is
You want to cast clairvoyance?
we've. Yeah, no, I can. I can do it as a barbarian thing.
Yeah. So
If
Ask
we,
your daddy.
if basically, yeah, but no, but what so I could augury and ask Dad if it's a good idea, or I could clairvoyance, chuck the clairvoyance in the tent where Thrakos is with the general, and just try and listen in to what the fuck they're actually trying to do.
That's not a bad idea. So,
It may
what's
be
it like?
difficult.
I mean, not really. The Lockstones aren't known for magical defenses. It's kind of their whole deal. They're all, physical, so they're not going to have any way to stop it.
I think the problem will be not on stopping it, but finding out that we did it in the first place.
How? If they don't have access to magical detection, then as far as I'm aware, clairvoyance is invisible. Your fucking ghosts can be invisible, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're invisible ghosts.
Yes, it's invisible.
Why are you whispering?
Sorry, it would be invisible to them. They wouldn't be able to see unless they had some kind of special sense. We could send it in, my father could listen and feed back to me. And all we have to do is go and hide over some hedges not too far away.
Wish I had
We
a ghost
gather
dad.
the intel and. Thank you, Gabriel. We can gather the intel and not leave too far away. Wait until nighttime, or whenever it is they decide they're going to do whatever this is. And if it's something we don't like, we come back. I mean, hell, we've got big me, we've got big other people. This guy's got an owl.
It's a
Perfect plan.
And I'm still convinced that we can convince General Thrakos, persuade him to turn against the general. There must be a way that we can do that.
I would imagine he would only turn against the general if he knew it was a sure fight.
Mm.
There's no way he'd risk his loyalty.
Let's see what we get from the clairvoyance, and then we'll make a decision.
That sounds like a
okay.
plan.
So you going a decent distance away and casting clairvoyance back in their tent.
Yeah. Basically, my plan is to like cartoon style hide over some hedges, so it looks like we've left.
Mm-hmm.
Clairvoyance into the tent, figure out what it is they're actually trying to do. Because if we're hiding and they go, oh yeah, it's genocide time tonight,
Mhm.
then that's when we can prep to retaliate against that. Whereas if they go, God, that dragon is really getting on our nerves, it's like a separate dragon, then we might as well just go and kill it.
That dragon that's underneath that dude's house he thinks we don't know about, man, it's really annoying. No.
Yeah, all that.
No, okay, so you cast your spell and then you dip. At the moment of casting it, you are apparently halfway through a conversation that's already in progress. General, with all due respect, this seems excessive. They stole our greatest military weapon for several hours, and you think this is excessive?
Oh, fuck.
The fact that you are still in command after losing it is only because of your impeccable record. If you were any other soldier, you would be executed for your incompetence. But no, it is you, the great Captain Thrakos, hero of the Empire, so you get special treatment. That treatment does not extend to thieves. Now, you suspect that the culprit is the carpenter of this town, yes? All the evidence would suggest that, both in means and in personality, she seems the most likely suspect. But with all, if she were to come under harm, the villagers could revolt, and they would be dealt with. We have 70 fine Luxodon warriors, the strongest warriors in the world. You think a band of villagers would cause them problems? And when their champions return and find their village has been attacked, what do you think will happen then? They will fall in line, or they will be destroyed as well. Go now, you have your orders. Arrest the one known as Tinkara Woodwhistle, and make sure that she is taken to the convoy and taken back to Elephant. And that will be where the conversation ends. After that, you just hear the general grumbling about, like, going native bastards and, drawing on pieces of paper,
Good.
etc.
So, Dirge, what did you hear?
They're after Tink. It's the artillery that she stole. They knew it, and he is in trouble. They want to take her back to a convoy and take her back to Elephant. Didn't say what
Well-
for, but I can't imagine it's any good.
We're not letting that happen, right?
No, of course not.
Well,
We
well, let's go. If they're going to arrest her now, we need to move.
just calm down, Gabriel. We need to think about this first. Moving on an army like this, although morally right, can lead to a lot of deaths.
God, let get Tink arrested versus potentially, if we put up resistance, wiping out the whole town. Oh God, bad.
It is a difficult situation. I mean, we could warn her, we could take her away, but what if they don't find Tink? Will they know we know?
What if they take Tink whilst we're quote in the woods, and then we stop the convoy?
That could be an idea. I mean, it can't be too armored. Surely, maybe a prisoner transport, but well,
But then how would we get Tink back to the village without the Loxodons knowing? Would she just have to live in hiding until they decide they're dumb?
quite possibly. I mean, we don't have any strongholds. We barely have a fully functioning village. But
How did Thrakos react to all of this?
well, Thrakos is a good man, but he's bound by the laws of his people.
He doesn't have to be. We can convince him. I'm sure there has to be a way. This isn't right. He's our friend, isn't he?
He is, but
Well,
even if we convince Thrakos to turn, they will kill him on the spot, same as us.
Who will? His men are loyal to him. He's a good military leader. They won't follow
Not
the word
all
of some
his
random
men
general.
are his. The small group are the captain's men.
Hmm?
Most of these soldiers belong to the general. Unfortunately, she outranks him.
We can convince him, I'm sure.
Well, perhaps we wait in Tink's hut. We wait for Thrakos to enter to take her prisoner, and we can all have that conversation. She doesn't know we will be there. And then, if need be, if we cannot turn him, we let him take her. And then we raid the convoy. Perhaps he will even be okay with that. He will have played his part, and what happens to the convoy happens to the convoy. It's not on him, but perhaps the general will see it a different way.
Benny, what's your thought on this?
I don't really know too much about this. I've only just arrived.
Well,
Yeah,
Benny,
okay, that makes sense.
you can roll a history check with advantage because you know a lot about Loxodons.
Does that help me in what's going on specifically in
Maybe not.
This-
I mean, you know a lot about Loxodons. Like you know their culture, you know their laws. You've been with the Loxodons for a long time.
do I just press this button to roll?
If for advantage, right-click the history modifier where it says plus whatever, and click advantage and then roll. I forget you've not used D&D Beyond before.
No. I think it tried rolling a single dice when I
If it
clicked
does,
it.
yeah, just roll it again then. Just click the button.
I think my many tabs is doing me bad here.
Yeah, I usually only have like 3 or 4 open at a time.
That's not Chris.
No, it doesn't sound it. 17! Alright, here's what you know about Luxodons. Luxodons, they do, by and large, believe in honor, justice, doing the right thing. However, their objective opinion of the right thing is a little skewed by their culture. For one thing, they're a warrior culture. Like, they believe might makes right to a certain degree. That's why a lot of their laws can be superseded by trial by combat. But one thing you do know is they do believe in duty, following the instructions of their superior officer. So even if they don't agree with something morally, if their superior orders it, they will do it, with very, very rare exceptions. You do know of one particular case where a sergeant was ordered to do something by his superior officer, a commandant, and he refused to do it and instead invoked a trial of no confidence. In which case, the two fought single combat to the death. At which point, the sergeant was smeared all over the floor. But if he had won, he would have taken the commandant's rank.
We can. So we're saying that we can basically promise Tharkos a promotion.
I mean, if you can
But it would
convince
be a
Thrakos to
trial
do the
one-on-one.
fight.
He can.
Tharkos would
We
have
have to.
to combat against his general.
He's reasonable. Okay. He knows that this isn't right, and if there's a legal precedent for it, like Benny's saying, thank you, Benny, then there must be a way that we can like convince him into that. Anything is better than letting them think that they can walk all over Tink. She's my friend.
She is your friend, yes. Yes. But anyway, what if Thrakos loses? What if he does not win this fight? We lose our ally, and perhaps things get significantly worse.
That kind of sounds like a theme in this town, though. So the answer is don't lose, which seems to have worked for you so far.
We have been very lucky so far. It
Like,
is almost like incredibly difficult monsters have just had
you've-
less health.
You've always
That's not
you've
true at all.
always you've always been faced with the choice between fighting and not fighting. You've always chosen to fight. What makes this different?
Gabriel, are you suggesting that as of this moment, we begin an uprising?
Oh, not an uprising, but we can certainly at least encourage Thrakos to do the right thing.
Okay, well, if we're going to talk to Thrakos, then I think an environment where the general is not near is best. So
So Tink's house.
we go to Tinks, we tell her what's going on, we don't give her too much warning because she'll do something crazy,
Hmm.
and we wait for Thrakos.
Okay. Damn.
Plan, Bosh.
All right, a plan has
Right.
been established. Okay. So you guys are just heading straight over to Tink's house straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No time to
Well,
lose.
trying to not be seen, I guess.
Mate,
Okay.
I'm a paladin dressed in full plate. I'm riding a giant white horse. I'm being seen.
Crouch, bro, crouch.
Ah,
the
must have been the wind.
The horse crouches.
The clap of my ass keeps alerting the Luxodons.
They do expect us to leave straight away, so we should be at least a little bit sneaky around the village.
We do that thing where you go around a corner and then you make footstep noises.
You
Like it sounds like you're getting further away.
use the clap of his arse cheeks to your advantage by making it sound
Yes.
by having him walk away from the village, making it sound like
Roll
multiple
stealth with
people are.
advantage thanks to the
No.
clap of your ass.
No. It's just that he's so loud he sounds like multiple people, so they don't look, and therefore the rest of you can sneak in, having them think you've all left.
Perfect. That makes sense.
Of
Do
course.
we make it to Think's house?
Oh, one of you make a stealth check, and we'll have that be for the entire group.
Did
My
not
stealth
me.
is +1.
Same.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
Me too.
Oh fuck, we're all fucked.
How
Right.
is
Let me
Gertrude?
let me see. My stealth is +2. What the fuck?
Go on, Dirge.
Okay, so a
Okay.
little bit better than mine.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Fortune-
Here we go. Use the cheeks. Use the cheeks. Use the cheeks.
My stealth is -1 with disadvantage.
Could be
It's not-
worse.
Could be
13.
worse.
13. Okay. I have good news and I have bad news.
Oh,
Which
good
would you like to
grief.
hear first?
Let's have the bad news first.
Bad news is you do not make it to Tink's place without being spotted by some Luxodons.
Okay.
The good news
Okay.
is the fact that there's only the two.
Mhm.
They are in their regular armor. They're not the Royal Guard ones. These are clearly two of Thrakos' ones. But they are watching you, and you see one of them mumble to the other something under their breath as they still get their eyes on you as they watch you go through the village.
I'm gonna wave at them.
One of them
What?
just nods back solemnly,
Hmm.
but other than that,
And then keep moving towards Think's house.
okay. In that case, you make it to Tink's house.
I mean, they might not know for sure about
Yeah.
the Tink beef.
Also, worst case scenario, oh, we just came back to grab some supplies. You know, that's pretty normal.
Flies being Tink.
Yeah.
Just under our arms. Okay.
Right. Wait. Before we go in, who's leading the talks on this? Is it me or is it Gertrude? Dirge? With all due
I am
respect, I
going
don't
to
think.
suggest that it is not you, Gabriel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
What?
What?
Okay, yeah, that is fair. I
No, it's
suppose
either.
this is going to be me.
With all due respect, though, like, if we're coming at this from a moral angle, although I do respect your viewpoints, Gertrude, is it the best idea?
Wow,
What
he
is
just
our
called,
aim
he just
here
called you
exactly?
evil.
She's morally bankrupt. She's
I'm-
told
yeah,
herself.
We need to convince him that it is within his moral duty to stand up to the general.
You want me to convince someone it's their moral duty? You cannot possibly pick the
It's either-
worst person.
It's either me or you, to be honest. And wait, sorry. Are you particularly charismatic, Benny?
No, not massively.
So it's either me or
It
you.
was just me. Oh no, it's you guys.
Yeah. So it's either me or you. And I would want to, but apparently, according to Dirge, it's not a good idea. And I trust Dirge.
Okay.
I can talk to her if
What
need
would
be,
the
but
morally correct position be here?
The morally correct position would be that arresting an innocent after the matter has been resolved, like you're having your judgment questioned, and now you're going to imprison an innocent. Well, I mean, she's not really innocent though. She did
She
steal
did
the thing.
actually actively commit a crime, and they are arresting
she
her.
did do the thing. that she's
Technically
gonna keep up.
speaking, they are following
not
the
innocent.
letter of the law.
Either way, there still needs to be there's an argument we can make. He's unhappy. He's unhappy
Oh,
about this.
Could we argue about what is that thing that paladins do? Due process? Due judgment? Whatever you call it?
But then there's the argument that they're taking them back to Elephant for due process.
Oh, we could say that that's too far.
So I don't think that would work. I
To be
think
fair, Gabriel could talk to Thrakos. I think Gabriel talking to Tink is a bad idea, but Thrakos is probably fine.
yeah.
I think that if Gertrude did it, Gertrude would have no idea what the morally sound
Okay.
position
I
would
th-
be
I-
to convince him, but she'd be
I
able to
say-
do it.
I'll try and pull out of him why he's so upset about this because I can tell that he is, and then work on that. Again,
Well, I think-
I am a classically trained negotiator. I did go to school for this.
Well, Gertrude might be better at pulling out the why. You might be better at doing the actual convincing using the why.
Maybe.
So if you want to split it,
Either way,
can.
we need to get in there now.
I choose to believe
Regardless.
that Gabriel's plate armor has the word negotiator across it, like an American SWAT vest negotiator does.
Oh. Right.
Right.
I don't suppose you have any negotiation skills, Benjamin.
No, not really. I don't like to make people angry and disagree. I just like to help.
You have an
He
owl.
does have a really cool owl.
I don't suppose the owl could help in this. Okay.
Yeah.
How
The
about
owl,
this? How about this?
the
How
owl
about
actually
this?
is like the greatest negotiator in the world. He just doesn't speak common. It's a real shame.
I have a terrible idea.
Very wise.
We kidnap Tink.
But then they raid the town looking for her.
We say that that mysterious creature has taken her, or because we do not know that Tink is going to be taken and arrested and whatever, that we brought Tink with us to help us.
Again, they'll still try and find her, and I don't
Why
like to
don't
count
we
the odds. I still don't like the odds of that happening.
We can write down a
Um,
little note, put it on Tink's table, I don't know. Next to a nice plant.
Or we can just go in and talk to her. The house is there. We're in front of the front door. Tinker's been looking at me through the window for the past 5 minutes.
Oh, fine, let's go in. And I
Despite
will knock on the door.
despite what Gabriel says, Tink was not
I'm
staring
joking.
at you through the window.
I'm joking.
As you knock on the door, it swings open under your knuckles, and you step into Tink's hut, which is completely empty.
No.
Mademoiselle Tink?
No response.
Tink?
Mm.
Hello?
Just curious, real quick. When you described Tinker before, you said that she was wearing goggles, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to cast Locate Object, focusing on a pair of welding goggles like that.
Cool. Can you describe locate object for me real quick?
Describe the name of an object that is familiar to you. I'm describing Tink's welding goggles that she always wears. You sense the direction to the object's location if that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the
Oh.
object is in motion, you know the direction of that motion.
All right.
Yeah.
You detect the object directly beneath your feet.
Oh, thank God. Right, she's in the place where she hit the cannon. Tink, stomp on the floor.
Still no response.
I'm just gonna whisper to Dirge. Has he lost his mind?
No, I can do this thing where I can sense where something is, and paladins, you know. Either way, I think she's underneath here. I'm going to point to the floor.
In
Pull
the
up
floor.
the floor.
Hmm?
Can I just
No,
pull up
underneath the
the-
floor. Where she hit the cannon.
No,
Dirge,
Dirge
you were
is
there.
straight up lifted up a
Yeah.
plank.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Make a strength check to rip a fucking plank of wood out the floor.
Bet. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 21.
21. You grip a random plank of wood on the floor and you rip it out of the ground. Let me just roll a quick D100. Eight. And underneath you find more wood.
Ah.
Another plank of wood.
I pulled that one up.
I mean, sure. You make another strength check then to rip up another plank of wood.
15.
This one is slightly harder than the other one, but you do manage to pull it up. And underneath this plank of wood is another plank of wood.
Oh my god.
Are you challenging me, sir?
Possibly.
Just fucking keep digging into a basement.
I might look around for like a hatch.
Make a investigation or perception check.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah? What'd you get?
A
Ah.
9.
You notice that there is a fine layer of dust over a lot of this place. Like, it doesn't see much use, with the exception of this silhouette, clean as day, that goes around the garage where the think tank should be. 9 is enough to notice that the think tank is not there.
Wait,
Is that important?
no, because if she was able to hide one of the things, she might be able to hide the think tank. Can I look around to see if I can find a
Investigation or
hatch?
perception?
What if she's just not wearing her goggles?
Well, let's find out. Because I got a natural 20.
25. Holy shit! You look around. Having had the think tank pointed out to you, or its lack of, that draws your attention. And as you move over there and walk over to where the garage is, you step on the floorboards and they sink slightly. And upon closer inspection, you realise that the entire section of this house that is a garage is actually one massive lift. And
Fuck. Okay.
having now established this, it does not take you long to find the control mechanisms hidden in the woodwork.
Okay. I'm going to stay up here so that if Dracos does come in, I can talk to him before he comes down to the garage. You guys go down and talk to Tink.
That seems
Keep her
reasonable.
safe. Okay.
I mean, stay safe, I guess.
I'll try.
Shout if you need help.
Oh, I will.
Okay, so who's going
is the-
down the lift?
Is the space big enough? Sorry, is the space actually big enough for my owl to get
Easily.
in, or is
Easily.
Okay.
The think tank, because you do not know this, is this giant wooden lobster construct that's about the same size as a horse and wagon. So yeah, your owl easily fits on.
Maybe not wings outspread, but
Yeah,
definitely
maybe not
just
wings
kind of-
outspread. No, but just keeping his wings tucked in, he's good.
Okay, cool.
And so basically everyone except Gabriel's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Someone
Gabriel,
needs to be up there.
you have two buttons, or
Mhm.
two sort of magical wooden construct thingy. Like they're two
Levers.
buttons. They're buttons.
Okay.
Which
I
one
slam
do
the
you
one that
press?
says down.
There isn't one that says down. They're both unlabeled because Tink never labels anything, as
I
Dirge
slam
can
the one on the
attest to.
left.
The one on the left, you say.
Yes.
You hear a loud whirring sound, and then the lift starts to go down.
Yay! I got it right.
And as the lift slowly descends, what is the thoughts of everyone as they go down into the darkness below?
I'm thinking 3 words, and they are "for fuck's sake."
Yeah, that tracks. Benji, how are you doing? You're going underground with your owl, with these people you've just met?
I'm just bamboozled,
Mm.
like thinking, how did I end up in this?
Especially considering you were given a job, and by doing this, you're technically going against it.
Oh, are you gonna kick up a fuss?
Well, that's for me to know at the moment.
I
Gertrude,
can imagine like this internal freak out happening.
yeah. Gertrude, are you a plant?
You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna ask Benjamin his favourite plant.
I I don't know what my favourite plant would be.
Name a random plant. Doesn't even have to be a real plant.
Strawberry.
A strawberry.
I will become a strawberry bush.
Yay! I love the fact you can
Aw.
now do that at will, despite the fact it should be a wild magic surge, but I don't care enough to stop you.
It's really fun.
Like, you shouldn't be able to just become a plant, but it's funny.
I am plant.
Alright,
Gertrude's just a sentient plant.
Do strawberries actually like appear from this,
Yes.
or
yes.
Oh, God.
Just like taking a toenail off. I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, considering the body mass
Agonizing pain.
of a strawberry compared to the plant it comes from, it's more like a limb.
because yeah, I mean, if there's strawberries, then Hoots a lot's quite interested.
Right, so
Oh god.
a Goliath, a halfling, an owl, and a strawberry plant descend down into the depths of this.
Fucking love this campaign.
You go down for about 10 minutes of constant descent at about 30 feet per round. So general walking speed straight down. So what's that? 10 minutes, 30 feet every minute, every 6
We are
seconds.
halfway
You
through
are-
the Earth's mantle.
Yeah, no.
Jesus Christ.
So maybe not that far down. You are, fuck it.
Slower. It just happens slower.
We'll say you end up 200 feet straight down. Over the course of 10 minutes, you are now 200 feet straight down. And you have find yourself in this enormous wooden hangar. Somehow, giant wooden beams are being used to hold up what must be thousands of tons of topsoil and bedrock and all that. You're not sure how it's even possible that this place has been made. But you find yourself in this enormous hangar. Immediately upon descending down, the first thing that catches your eye is the giant rotting carcass of the young black dragon that was recently
fuck.
killed in this village and disappeared mysteriously. The other thing you see is off to the right, the Tink Tank, newly shined and polished with some
Is this a bat cave?
No, shut up.
Why is it a bat cave?
As the
Tink.
right, so the Tink Tank sits there on a slowly rotating platform as it goes
Yep.
round and round in circles, with gleaming additions on its claws of two round cylinder-like things connected to hoses, which attach to a new secondary tank attached to the back.
God damn.
And further back, you see looming over both things is this colossal wooden skeleton. We're talking like genuinely the creature size gargantuan. This wooden
Damn.
skeleton, and hanging from its left-hand face, working away with industrial sanders and a hacksaw, you see the tiny figure of Tink suspended from the ceiling.
Jeez. I duck as bats fly past me.
Bats do not fly past you, but wooden bats that are wooden bat constructs fly past you.
How far away is she?
Let's see. Probably 50 feet away forward, and then another 80 feet up.
Holy shit, it's 80 foot tall?
It's 80 feet tall.
You were saying gargantuan, I thought you meant like 40. Jesus Christ. Right, I need to scale this up in my head.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big place.
What
Fucking
race
bat
is
cave.
Tink?
Tink is a gnome.
Gnome.
A gnome.
Yeah, she does not need all this space.
It's 40 times bigger than she is.
I could get her.
What?
What?
I can go with Sir Hoots a lot.
Just pick her up. I don't think she'll like that.
And you're how do I say this politely? A complete stranger? Oh, I'm a plant. Never mind.
You say that, but you say it in plant speech, and Roland isn't here to translate.
The leaves just kind of rustle a bit. Like, we know she's talking, but that's it.
You are getting Sir Hoots a lot even more interested now.
Oh no,
I'm
there's a
sorry.
new definition to being eaten out.
Oh, goddamn.
I
I
have been
will
planted.
just scream. Well, not scream, but just be loud.
Alright, Tink! Upon
Basically.
your shout, you watch the figure start, stumble, and fall.
Oh no.
Whee!
Go catch her. Someone catch her.
I go towards. Well, I sort of. Is there space for Sir Hoots a lot to actually fly?
Yeah,
Easily.
it's a giant
Okay, just making
hangar.
sure. Just making sure that like there's no. Yeah.
It's an enormous fucking. Hey, there is more than enough room. You could do aerial acrobatic displays in here.
I'm so
Okay,
glad that you have a giant owl.
So I grip onto him and go hoot hoot, and then he starts flying.
Away flies the owl, shooting towards the falling figure of the gnome, who, just before they would hit the floor, your owl swoops under and they land, boom, into the fluffy plumage of your owl just behind you.
Bye.
What the fuck are you doing here? Who are you? Invaders! That's completely the wrong voice, sorry.
More Irish.
Hi, who are ye, lads? I'll
There you
fuck
go.
you up.
That's the one.
She draws a knife and holds it to your throat. Who are you?
I'm sorry.
Why do you have that around your neck?
I'm gonna try and shout, but I'm tiny.
And a plant.
He's with us. Fucking hell, I'm a plant. I've deplanted.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and shout as loud as I can. He's with us.
What the? You lot? Wait, oi. Take me down to them lot. No funny business or I'll have ya.
I fly down.
Pink will hop off and dust herself down, sheath her dagger, and look up at you and go, "What the fuck are you lot doing down here?"
You are in some serious trouble, Tink.
I'm in trouble. You have broken into my secret place. You're not supposed to know about this.
Yes, well, it was under a wooden hatch and there was a lever on the wall.
I hid that really well.
Gabriel, man, what can you say?
At least you didn't bring that fucking idiot paladin with you. There's small mercies.
So we're all here, but I've left him over there. Anyway,
Over where? What?
just just move out the way, and he's just obviously standing behind me.
Gabriel? No, I'm
Gabriel's
upstairs.
upstairs. Gabriel's upstairs.
Oh fuck, he's
We left
upstairs.
Gabriel
My
behind.
bad, my bad. Gabriel is still up the top. You don't have to worry. I told him to stay there because he really thinks you're friends.
Why?
I don't know. He's very
Nosy,
excitable.
annoying. It's the second time he's come and pointed out my secret shit to people. I don't know. She glares at the small halfling on the owl.
Yes, well, he sort of saved you there, so I think maybe let's
Shh,
calm
as if
down
I
on that
would
front.
die to something like that. She like clicks her boots together, and you watch a small wooden wings extend from each side of them, and she takes to the sky.
Oh, actually, that's quite cool.
Do you like them? I
Actually-
made them myself.
No, they are nice. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they wouldn't work for you because you're too
Go on.
fat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But no, like, okay, you're not supposed to see it. She points at the giant wooden skeleton. Forget you saw that.
Think there are a lot of things in this underground space that I fail to understand and will probably forget almost immediately. But we are here because you are in a deep load of shit.
What of shit of what variety?
So you know the wonderful artillery piece that you thought was a good idea to, take on, look at schematics, make your own better version.
Yeah,
Remember that
look!
one?
And she points to her giant skeleton, and you see that one of its arms has like a gauntlet on, and there's a giant version of the cannon strapped to it.
Well, yes, okay, see, that's quite impressive. But the point is, they know you stole it, and the general is here occupying Hell's Reach, and she is sending Thrakos to arrest you and put you in a convoy. I myself could not best Thrakos, and so if he catches you, it's probably bad news.
Hmm.
So we need to develop a plan that is carefully thought through and figure out how to get you out of this mess.
Right. So, why don't we just kill them all, and then not worry about it afterwards?
Yes, so you remember that piece where I said, carefully think out.
This is going to take a
Yes.
long, monotonous discussion. We'll cut away up to the top of the lift, where Gabriel, you are, minding your own business. How are you passing the time? It's been like 15 minutes since they started going down. Blake left? Never mind, we rewind until Blake comes back. Oh, 36. Blake's pissing. Everyone, imagine in your head Gabriel doing something cool while we wait. Like pissing down the
Pissing.
hole. Alright,
Just waiting for the echo to see how
Yeah.
like, far down it is.
Sure. Oh. Yep. Well. Awkward silence.
Well, this is interesting.
Sorry, I was chugging
Is this
ciders.
That's all
giant
good.
skeleton anything like IG
Right.
related?
Don't worry about it.
I'm back.
Yes.
Okay,
So.
I am sitting on like a stool in the center of, or yeah, in the center of Tink's house. I'm
Mhm.
sitting there like I've got my elbows on my knees. I'm tapping a foot, and my head is just resting in the palm of my hands.
Yeah, the picture of boredom.
Not boredom, anxiety.
All right. Well, as you're doing this, the front door is kicked in.
Who is
And
there?
inside strides two Luxodons, followed by General Thrakos. No, sorry, Captain Thrakos. My apologies. Captain Thrakos. As he steps
I'm gonna-
inside, his eyes are light on you, and you see a brief glimmer of something. But he
Can I roll an
nods.
insight check?
You can try.
It's going to be an 18.
It is. What's the correct word? I'm trying to find a better word than anguish, but it's anguish.
Oh, damn, he's sad.
Why are you here?
I know what you're here to do, and I can't let it happen.
You cannot stop me.
Maybe. General Thrakos, from what I can tell, you are an honest man and a strong man. I know you don't want to do this.
It is not a matter of want. It is a matter of duty and orders.
I've been made aware of edge cases in your empire where if you truly believe that these orders are unjust, you can protest them. Might makes right with your kin. And while that is not a philosophy I believe in, it's one that I can understand and appreciate.
How do you know
You
that?
are. Hmm?
No, yeah,
Sorry.
he keep talking.
So, you are the most skilled warrior I believe I have ever met. The stories of my new friends speak volumes, both to your strength and your integrity. You are a man who people would follow to their dying breaths in your name. Your commander is willing to sacrifice innocence to get her way. You can.
You do not know what it is you are asking of me.
Hmm.
What you refer to, the trial of no confidence. I'm not sure how you learnt of it, but it is not as simple as you make it sound.
Then tell me. I'm willing to learn.
He's gonna glance at the two subordinates near him. One doesn't meet his eye, but the other one shuffles for a moment and says, "I think you should do it, Captain." Fine. He will walk over, grab his own stool, sit down on it, and break it because it's not built for a Luxodon. I guess I'll stand. The trial of no confidence is something that any Luxodon in the military can invoke upon any commanding officer. It is something that, when invoked, may grant them the right to the rank of the person they have no confidence in. However, you must understand that if it was that simple, military doctrine would have no power at all. Whenever an order was given that someone did not agree with, they would invoke it and take their chances. There is another caveat. Military structure has to be enforced. As such, the accused party, the superior part officers, they gain certain advantages for the duel. The challenger, the subordinate, enters the fight with no armor, a single weapon, and their opponent gets any arms and armor they wish, as well as choosing the time, place, every advantage a warrior could want. If it was just that, I believe I could succeed. But there is one additional modifier. When such a battle is put forward, it does not always have to be single combat. It can be groups. It has to be an equal number or less on the side of the challenger. If I were to challenge her, she could have a maximum of 4 warriors assist her. I could have the same, but her warriors are better equipped than my own. I would not risk them in this endeavor.
Thrakos, what do you know of the White Shields?
They are an order of warriors dedicated to, I believe the exact term is, the upkeep of the well-being of the needy and the weak. An order that's, its very existence is almost diametrically opposed to the ideals of my own empire.
I disagree. White Shields are taught from the moment we pick up the blade that we have duty, that we have responsibility. The destructive forces we wield are immeasurable. Divine energy focused into a single edge brought down on enemies. It's lethal. We are told to have the strength to know when to use it appropriately. Anger is viewed as strength, but it's the easiest path out. It's the weak path out. To submit to anger and to fight readily is a sign that you have no control over your own emotions, but to channel that into love, into compassion, and unleash it when the time is right is the mark of strength. I have never claimed to be a pacifist. I am a lethal warrior. And to serve by your side in a duel against a general like that, who would readily submit a town and slaughter thousands in her name, to give you, a man of courage, a man of honor, a chance at leading an army that he deserves, I would lay down my life for that opportunity. And I'm sure my friends downstairs will. We will happily be by your side during this combat. I would be honored to serve.
With that, we'll cut back down to downstairs as Tink once again has a knife up to the throat of the of the halfling. And just who are you, eh? Coming here into my secret place. I don't know you.
I'm just following the rest of them. I was told to help them.
If you want to get out of here alive, you give me that shiny
Yeah.
collar thingy.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
It's my motivation for the band.
I don't care if it's sentimentally value and gives you, like, I don't know, help in, like, internal results. I don't give a shit about any of that. I want it.
But I can't take it off.
I'll cut your head off and take it off. Judge, explain why he can't take it off.
He is a slave, Tink. They are putting him to work.
Right. So, but I don't understand how that affects me. I want his shiny collar.
It is probably magically bound to him. He is unable to remove it.
No,
Is that right?
It's kept
Benjamin?
shut by.
Yes.
It's kept shut by a simple arcane lock. Watch.
What?
She reaches
Okay,
out
well-
and pushes her hand on it and moves about some dials, and the whole thing just comes off.
Is the choc collar also on the owl?
Yes,
Yeah,
there's one on the
also
owl as
has
well.
one.
Just in case I don't know, I am seeing things. Could you do that again?
Oh, the owl's got one too. I want that as well. Get out my way. And she like just pushes you to the ground as she walks past.
Oh, I'm
push-
not. Yeah, I'm just shocked.
Yeah.
Well,
No, not that.
yeah.
She just as easily takes off the owl's collar as well. Shunk. Ah, sick! I've got two. Sorry, I'm doing this the wrong voice again. I keep fucking up with Tink's voice. Ah, cool! I've got the. Wait, amazing. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna in
Yeah,
today.
don't worry. Just say Irish afterwards. You know, it's a
Irish.
classic trick.
Ah, I've got these two cool shot collars now. Irish.
I haven't got up off the floor. I'm sort of like, what?
Yes. Yes! With these, I can use the focusing crystals to give power to my. Yes. She starts
I'm gonna
laughing maniacally.
I'm gonna try and like elbow Gabriel to get his attention.
Gabriel's
And
not there.
then fuck. Oh, Dirge doesn't seem exactly kind-hearted. He's busy with Tank. I'll have to do it.
Yeah.
Benjamin, you okay?
I think so.
How do you feel?
Like my neck is loose.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
How long have you had that necklace?
Ever since the Loxodons found me.
And when did they find you?
I
Whenever
don't
you
know.
like, man.
I don't know. It's been many years.
Were you a child?
No.
Okay. Well, let me be the first to congratulate you on your freedom.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Daj,
Yes.
he is in shock. You deal with this.
When you say
Okay.
this, what do you
Uh,
mean?
Now is not the
With
time for Benjamin to be in shock.
I pick him up neck scruff.
No.
Which is anyway, how he's a halfling, isn't he? He's probably
Yeah.
like 6 foot off the fucking floor.
He's about the same size as your hand.
Yeah, I'd be about
Yikes.
2.5 feet.
Okay. Pick him up. It's like, now is not the time. There is shit to do. You are a free man. You are with us or against us.
I'm with you.
Good. And I pop him back down.
Thank you.
Ally made. Yes.
Yay! It was the most-
Negotiations. Fucking join us.
Yeah,
or
Benjamin
don't.
has joined the party.
Yeah,
Alright.
One of us
achievement.
now.
Tink is continuing to laugh maniacally off in a corner, holding the shot collars up in the air. There's like they crackle with lightning and it flashes like lightning, like in a Frankenstein movie. But you know, don't worry about that. Anyway,
Okay.
right. So you said you wanted to. There are people trying to arrest me. That's going to go poorly for them. Don't you worry, Dirge, love. You go back up that elevator and you look after yourself, and I will stay down here, and they will never get to me.
The problem will be when they cannot find you upstairs. They ransack the village, mayhaps, in order to try and find you, or they do find the hatch, they do come here, you are out in the open.
Oh, no, don't. If they use the hatch, and I don't like the people coming down the hatch, then they die. The only reason you got down here is because I keyed Dirge into the lift, like, a long time ago.
Just gonna ignore that
Just like-
completely.
There was a glass he took a drink from, and she swiped that DNA.
Yes.
And put it in
Dirge
something.
can. No, sorry, Dirge. Tink can
No,
do anything.
No, stop it.
I think we've established that Tink
was a
is the
glass
most
that he
powerful
drank
being
from.
in my universe because she's the power of fuck it, why not?
She was able to build an 80-foot tall construct that has a fucking cannon on the side of its arm
It's not
that is
finished
bigger than
yet.
some people's castles.
It's not
She's
finished
still
yet.
able to do it.
She was lacking a way to generate electrical energy in sufficient quantities to power it.
Now she has.
Ah, shit. Right,
Interesting.
but
That's coming around
as
next
for the
session.
village, fine. I mean, they've taken care of worse things than. I'm sure they'll all be fine.
We smash cutting back up to the top.
No. We're not going to go back up to the top until they go back up to the top. It's just a
Right,
question
okay,
of whether
fuck
they're
it.
going to convince Tink to go
Out
up
of
with them,
character
take her
plan.
with them.
We pop upstairs because we knew Thrakos was coming in. We see the situation, which obviously at this point is Thrakos kind of being like, we might be able to do it. And
But what do you?
wait, does Thrakos get a team with him as well?
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys. It's like 5 versus 5.
Yeah, cool. That's fine. So we pop up. We know that Tink's got this big fuck off cave down here. We know that she's got.
Well, let's see how the conversation goes. We
Yeah,
don't know if
you don't know any of this at the moment.
No, I do not.
So what are you doing down
So,
there?
so
Best
you're
thing that
basically
we
your
do
choices
in
currently.
character.
To be clear, your choices currently that Dirge knows of are leave Tink down here and go up without her. Try to convince her to go up with you for the sake of the village, or take her against her will and see how that goes.
I say we go with Plan B. When Plan B doesn't work, Plan C.
To be honest, Plan C is probably fine because if I just like squeeze her under my arm, the worst she can do really is constantly stab me in the back, and I've got enough HP for that to last a little while.
For fuck's sake.
So,
Yeah, not real.
Tink, will you just come upstairs with us for now? Just for now, just to see Thrakos work things out. You're
You
gonna
want
be
me
fine.
to go upstairs to meet the person who's trying to arrest me, away from all my defenses to keep people from arresting me?
That's not a very
Yeah,
good
but
idea.
you do trust us. We have done nothing but help you.
So you
As if
give
Dirge
me
would ever let you get into any sort of
Dirge.
real trouble.
you give me your word that no matter what happens, you will not let them take me away.
I give you my word. She is lying through her teeth.
She
Thank
isn't.
fuck you said
Tink
that.
isn't even looking at you. She's looking at Dirge. Tink has you. You gotta admit. Tink's got you pegged, Gertrude. She doesn't trust you in the slightest.
No one should.
Tink is an excellent judge of character. I
Tink
fucking
is
love
the
that about
only
her.
person in the village who knew that Gertrude was a plant in during those like months when everyone thought she was dead, but she said
Just
nothing.
chose not to. Yeah, real.
I also love that she's the only one who's actively called out fucking Gabriel for being way too invasive and a bit of a
Everyone
fucking
else
nerd.
is just like, he's so
Okay.
nice. I don't want to hurt his feelings. She's like, nah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, real.
He's caused me nothing but problems since he's arrived.
Anyway, so you guys are taking Tink upstairs.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
By
Nods.
force if we have to.
She walks. No, Dirge has given his word, so she'll walk over. She'll climb up and sit on
Dirge-
Dirge's shoulder. Forwards.
They're just given this word, which means if shit goes down, I'm probably gonna have to keep that.
Probably.
I ain't climbing the
Damn.
steps, so I'm turning into a plant again.
Right, these steps. It's a lift.
Dirge grabs the plant like midair as it forms. Just holds it.
All right, you get back on the lift. Tink pushes a button, and it starts rising up again. 10 minutes pass. Gabriel, just as you have finished up with your conversation where we were last time, that's when you notice the lift start moving, coming back up again.
And right
What?
on cue.
What in the... What is that contraption?
Oh, it's a lift.
What the hell?
It's like a platform that goes up and down.
Wizardry!
Yeah, artifice.
We have artificers. They mostly create things that explode, though.
Sounds like ours are better.
I feel like one very specific artificer is better than just
We only have
everyone
the one.
else.
We only have the one, so
Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
Either way, we'll wait for them to come up before we continue.
Very well. It looks like it'll be a while. Do you want to play some cards, or we time skip to 10 minutes later? Full
guess so.
house. Read the menu.
I'm not sure I quite understand this game.
It's just you just got a handful
plain
of
Snap.
like cards with elephants on them.
Oh, Dirge, there you are. Thank God.
What's up, boys? I mean, hello. I just actually fuck it. Can I just insight check to read?
To read the room.
Yeah, you
Because
take
I'm
in the
coming
room.
up. I
Roll
don't know
insight.
if you guys have beefed or whether
Yeah,
Gabriel
roll-
is just Gabriel is just vacant at
Roll,
this
roll,
point.
roll an insight.
Oh fuck! That's not natural, but it's a 20.
That's a 20. You sweep around the room. The first thing you notice is the 2 Luxodon guards that are there are very at ease. Their weapons are aside. One of them is leaning against the wall casually. The other one is poking at like a sphere on a shelf curiously. He
Yeah, that's
pokes the
gonna
wrong place
explode.
and it springs open and it's one of those boulders that she gave you so long ago and he gets wrapped up in it. Ah, fuck! Then you see Gabriel doing Gabriel things.
Gabriel is just staring off
Pulling
into the
his hair.
distance, vacant.
Whilst
There's not a
He's an
smile
out
on his
man
face.
muscle.
and Thrakos has, upon seeing you, rises to his feet and folds his arms, taking you all in.
Okay. Generally okay vibes, no beef vibes. Cool. I trust your conversation has been okay. Thrakos, Gabriel.
It has been certainly enlightening. His eyes lock
We're
onto
going to
Tinks.
going to look towards Gabriel, Gertrude, and Benny, waving to Benny. We're going to fight to the death. Not us.
You
I'm
and
sorry.
Thrakos?
No, us 5. I'm going to say us 4, and then Dracos against the general and her 4 elite soldiers.
Ah. Okay. I mean, okay. This is fine. We can do this. We can do this.
We certainly can.
I would not ask any of you to do this. It has to be of your own volition.
Thrakos, you are a good man.
Thank you. I felt like that sentence was
like,
going somewhere, but
it was gonna go somewhere, and then I was like,
I appreciate the compliment.
I would gladly fight by your side. Is the second half of that sentence?
Tink just pats your your head as you sit on your shoulder and says, "It's okay. I know your brain sometimes just stops halfway through most sentences."
Oh god.
Fuck canon.
God, Josh, your characters are always the funniest motherfuckers.
That's not even dirge, bro. That's just me. I
Yeah,
just
I
stopped
know.
halfway and I was like, is he gonna say something? Do I keep going?
What was
I'm
what was
sorry.
the plan
Sorry.
here?
Just went on for
I'm
too
sorry.
long.
I need to get back into the serious Gabriel was about to kill someone vibe. All right, we're
Yeah,
back.
grrr, angry face.
Grr.
No,
All right.
angsty face.
Right. Thrakos will nod, look over at the potted plants, disregard that for a second with a shake of their head, and then look over at you, Benji. And his eyes will widen, and he says, "Your collar."
I just point straight to Tink.
She waves. You were able to remove a Luxodon servitude collar in
I did say our
minutes.
auspices are the best.
You watch. Thrakos looks genuinely stunned. Like this might be the biggest shock of his day.
She did it very easily as well.
But even with a key, it takes an hour.
We're on your side.
He tears his eyes away from where Tink is, looks you in the eye and says, "I appreciate it. And if this is what we are going to do, then we will need to do it quickly."
I just nod.
I assume you, Gertrude the plant, are with us as well. I will take your silence as a yes.
Like the leaves just rustle a bit.
It's fine.
Making it really hard to stay in character as an angsty man. Holy shit.
It's fine.
Blue steel, bro. Blue steel.
Thrakos took plant as a minor in college. He's not fluent, but he can
A
ask
lot
the
of people
importance.
took plants in college.
I have to restart myself.
I mean, most people take plants in this village.
Hell yeah.
Ah, that's what it is. Instead of Hell's Reach, it's
Got that
actually the
Hell's
village of
Reach.
Hell, yeah.
I fucking adore this campaign.
Right.
Holy shit.
Back into serious mode for a second.
Yeah, okay.
You are a good man. I mean,
No, you stop talking. Benji, you have your freedom, it seems. I will not stop you if you attempt to leave. And I will not ask you to risk your life for me.
I want to help this group. They freed me. I think it's only fair I help them.
Benji, I fuck with you heavy.
Thank you.
You're
Your
welcome.
culture is very confusing. Very well then. I will issue the challenge. I recommend that until it is accepted and a date for the duel is set, you remain out of sight. Maybe just stay here.
Hmm.
I will return
And
within a few hours.
may I speak to one of your men first?
He goes to gestures to the guy on his right, realizes he's still tied up by the bowler, turns around and points to the other guy leaning against the wall. Donovan, speak. And the guy walks forward, or the Luxdon walks forward. Yes?
Are your men more loyal to your army or to your captain? This will be a bigger fight than just the duel. I'm sure of it.
Look, I've been serving under Captain Thrakos for 5 years now. If he gave me an order, I'd follow it with that question, because I trust him. Because it's my duty, and because it's what Luxodons do. I reckon most of the 212 will follow Thrakos.
Hmm.
But the 113, they're the general's people. They'll follow her. Well, unless
Thank
of
you.
course she loses.
Thank you. That's it.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna go free Dave, and he walks over to the other Luxodon. Yes, his name's
Yeah.
Dave the Luxodon. Shut up.
No, in character. I like it.
All right. Thrakos is going to nod and exit the room. After a bit of struggling, Dave is freed, and they too leave the room, leaving it's just you guys and Tink, who proceeds to look around and go, "Well, that was fun."
I'm sorry to not stop them outside of your home, Tink. I know your boundaries are important to you.
Do you?
Yes, I do. And I try.
Stop sending people into my secret places. They're mine.
Okay. I apologize.
You're still not allowed downstairs.
That's why I didn't go.
Well, Judge, do I still have to be here?
no, I believe your work here is done.
Cool. In that case, she walks over to the lift and pushes a button. See you in a bit. And suddenly the lift just drops at full speed. That was the right
200
button.
feet in 6 seconds.
That was the right button. The right button just releases the winch and it drops.
Oh, hilarious. Oh. Alright, I need to get back into character. Fuck!
I'm sorry, I keep breaking
Back
you.
in
It's
the
just
zone, bro,
too
in the zone.
easy.
Yeah.
Alright, that leaves the four of you alone. He said it'd be a couple of hours. You have a couple of hours to kill. How do you spend those 2 hours?
What the fuck did I miss when I went to pee?
Okay.
Why is there a duel?
So much.
Nothing really.
Basically,
happened.
Gabriel and Thrakos had a conversation where they brought up the trial of what would
No
you call
confidence.
it? No confidence. Thank you.
Mhm.
Which basically consists of a duel to the death between the challenger and the challengee. The challengee being the superior officer, but both parties can bring up to 4 additional fighters. However,
Right.
the superior officers and their people get to come in with all their weapons and armor and gear and shit. And
Mhm.
the challengers, that's Thrakos and you lot in this case, can only go in with weapons but no armor.
Well, that's fine for me. And Dirge.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of.
that is
Can I
good
keep
for
my
me.
shield?
That's technically a weapon, so yes.
Cool. In
Means
that case, I'm
you're,
gonna be
Owl a
going.
weapon?
you're going in without your plate, basically.
That's
That's a
fine.
good. That's a good question. Is the owl a weapon?
The owl would be a
Depends how you use it.
combatant, technically. So, unfortunately, for this first fight, and I didn't plan this way, I'm sorry, Chris, but you will not be allowed your owl into this fight.
Wah.
But I do have it on good authority that Dirge makes an excellent mount.
Why Dirge into battle?
Yes. Oh, wait, how small is... Oh, hang on. We don't have any enlarged reducers.
Wait, hold on. I do.
I actually heard the suppression of excitement through the microphone there.
Well, yeah, for real. Because I realized earlier that any session that doesn't have Roland in, Dirge is nerfed.
Only slightly.
Basically how that goes. Only slightly.
He's
But
nerfed by
I
a
can't...
D4 and aura. No other mechanical
Yeah,
benefits.
Exactly.
I
The
do not have
aura is a
enlarged
mechanical
resource.
benefit.
Oh, that's a shame.
If any of you are willing, and any medium-sized people are willing to let me sit on them, I can use you as a mount.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And he-
That's Dirge's job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
for
when,
sure.
especially
So
when
don't even worry
Dirge
about it.
stops being medium in size.
Yeah, so just
Dirge-
ride
Dirge
Dirge into battle instead.
Gets angry, Dirge goes large, Dirge runs into danger. So
Yeah,
you
I mean
sit
that's
on them
fine. I've,
shoulders,
I've
And
got,
I feel-
I've got like high health and good like fighting stats, so that's
I
fine
do
with me.
do feel the need to point out that when he says get large, he does mean actually physically grow, not any euphemisms.
I mean
Oh,
that's
no,
even
yeah,
better
yeah.
for me because if he goes into large size, then I'll get advantage on any hits. As long as the
Fuck,
people
what
he's
team up?
going against are medium.
Fuck the
Yes.
owl, I'm the mount.
I want to point out that what's about to happen is exactly what I want to do with my centaur, where I want to be a centaur barbarian and be a cavalier's mount. It
Oh, I am
works
tripping.
so
I do
well.
have enlarge reduce.
You do.
I do.
Hey,
Ooh.
Dirge,
I
you can
just have
be
too many spells to go
you can be
through.
super big. Right.
Be fucking big.
So,
Or you can make me tiny and I can.
what is what is the plan, or what do you do for 2 hours?
Battle strategy.
Just work out real quick to get the muscles like at peak, you know.
I'd like to practice riding a person.
I do realize that
Just
this is
like
the
sat
first.
on me while I'm working out.
Literally, yeah, no,
Gabriel-
literally, whatever you're doing, I'm
You're
just
doing-
sitting on your shoulders
Just
while you're
sat
doing
on
it.
me.
I approve.
Do you realize this is the first time any of you are going to see Gabriel outside of the sauna event? See Gabriel without armor, and goddamn,
Oh,
he's
dear
ripped to
lord.
shit.
Oh man,
Oh, he's
for a moment I thought it was going to be the opposite, and he was actually just going to be like a super skinny boy under this massive.
He's
plate,
got an
but-
18 in strength and a 14 in con. He's
Mm.
fine.
and an
He's a 6
18
foot.
Expecting a beer belly.
an
No,
18
he is a.
and an 18 pack and a 14-inch cock. I mean,
Fuck it, might as well be.
canonically.
Physically, he's perfect.
Roll a d20 for cock size.
No, we did that. We did that once. It was a D12, and I actually rolled a 12 on the dice. So canonically
Nice.
speaking, Victor Shadowstar does have a 12-inch penis. Well,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately, Gabriel does not. Gabriel
Look.
clearly takes steroids.
He's celibate anyway.
Yeah,
He's
we know
not.
why. We know why.
He's an incel. Fuck.
All right, so
Oh.
you guys discuss battle strategy for the 2 hours. You come up with plans such as ride the Goliath and make the Goliath big, and that's about as many plans as you come up with. To be
I love him
honest.
so much.
Eventually,
This is so good.
I will
you
cast mage armor on myself. That's about the only preemptiveness I'm going to do.
Fun fact about mage armor: you can cast it on other people as well, as long as you're not wearing armor.
It's not going to do any. It's not going to do any good for me. I wouldn't worry.
You have no dexterity.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going into this fight severely nerfed. My armor is like half my character.
Yeah,
It's okay.
that's all good. I mean, we'll see. Eventually, commotion comes out, and you hear shouting outside. One of you pokes your head out the window, and you see the Luxodons have begun marching into the village, heading towards the training arena by the barracks. One of them breaks off and heads over towards Tink's house, where you are, and knocks on the door.
Gabriel is going to step forward and open the door.
You recognise it is Dave. It's
Dave.
all set up. Gonna kick off in an hour. So you need to get to the arena, get yourself ready for the fight, any last minute preparations. And Thrakos is already there, and he's waiting on you guys.
Thank you.
No,
When that
no,
happens,
thank you.
Hmm?
This, since the general arrived, none of us have been particularly happy about it, but orders were orders. But Captain Thrakos, sorry, he really wants to make a difference. He wants to get himself up the ranks and actually change how things are. This gives him the opportunity to do so, an opportunity he wouldn't have without you. So thank you.
Gonna nod. Okay. Right. I'm going to turn around towards Dirge. Dirge, I don't have any doubt of the outcome of this fight. We are all extremely competent fighters. We were going to win this. But if I take things too far, stop me.
Hope you like put you down.
Just hold me back. If
Ah,
I get too
That would
into
have been a different fight.
it. Yeah. I won't turn my blade against you. Don't worry.
Okay.
As
Got my word.
we are going towards the fight, I'm going to cast Bless on me, Dirge, and
Benjamin?
I don't need it. I'm gonna
yeah, me,
stay
Dirge, and
way at
Benji.
the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, Dirge, and
The
Benji.
three melee fighters.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way to the arena. Not only are the Luxodons there, arranged around it to spectate, but also a lot of the village, because obviously they would notice. You know,
Yeah.
you see like Nigel and Alara off to one side. Nigel looking slightly confused while Alara bites one thumbnail. You see Tharin standing like coolly in an alleyway, a breeze catching his hair, with his son by his side. He like gives you a respectful nod, Gabriel. Uh, you see the entire litany of dwarves lined up. At some point, somehow, they've managed to paint themselves a sign saying "Dwarf Team Represent" and then a picture of Gertrude's face. It's just a sunflower.
Yeah.
And you also see the town guard. You see Fiona, Darius, and Belle, along with their captain, Captain Thorm, watching. And Fiona's like, "You're gonna do him in, aren't you, boss? You're gonna take him out, yeah?" You Dodge.
Yes. Well, of course. Yes. I mean, that's the plan, really. I wouldn't want to kill her if I didn't have to, but she's
Nah, she's a
she's quite
bitch.
a bitch.
Ah,
Yes,
you share a
she is.
Goliath high five, which I assume is just a headbutt.
Yeah, for sure.
Doosh.
She's got
Darius
a permanent mark on his forehead for the whole fight.
Darius looks up at you. He's like, "Dude, when this is over, weed's on me."
Okay, sure.
And then
Do you have the good strain?
he like gives you a subtle nod, like 2 thumbs up.
Okay, cool.
And then Belle, just behind, gives you a 2-fingered salute. It doesn't say a word because that's what Belle does. Belle doesn't speak.
Love Belle. Goated. Love Belle.
And then the captain, Captain Throm, not Captain Thrakos. A lot of Captain T's around here, I've just realised. Captain Throm walks up, looks at the four of you, and says, "Well, not quite sure exactly how you managed to do this, but from my understanding, if you pull this off, our Luxton problem will sort of solve itself, right?"
Yes.
"Well, I wish you the best of luck." And then he leans in and lowers his voice. "Watch yourselves. There's something off about their weapons. They glisten in the sunlight. I think they've dosed them with something."
That won't be a problem.
He nods, claps you on the shoulder, and steps back. And it's just you four and Thraco's waiting in the ring. And opposite, you see assembled the general and her 4 bodyguards, all in gleaming golden plate.
Golden plate, goddamn.
Okay.
All right, I mean,
We're waiting ready.
all right. Thraco's
Yeah.
turns. He looks at you and he says, "You all good? You ready to go?"
Again, I nod.
Okay then. Everyone, give me 5 seconds to quickly sort out the stuff I need to sort out before the fight begins, like, health points and armor classes and such. Yes. Excellent. Good, 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 good. And right, in that case, you square off to one another. The general steps forward. By the old laws, I have been challenged to a fight of no confidence. Thrakos, captain of the 212th Legion, believes that I am unfit for duty. You watch as her fist tightens around her greatsword. If he slays me, he will have been proven correct. The rules are simple. It will be 5 on 5. If I fall, my side immediately loses. It is the same for Thrakos.
Oh
If
shit. Okay.
the if the challengers actually win, well, then Captain Thrakos will be immediately field promoted to general. The battle is to the death, no quarter. Any fighter who leaves the ring for an extended period of time will be considered forfeit and will be forbidden from re-entering. We begin in 1 minute. And she will march back to her squad, don her helmet, turn, and prepare. Any last things you want to do before the fight begins?
Gabriel is going to grip his sword, and now that he's not wearing a gauntlet, you see veins like visibly
Ooh.
bulge around it.
How far in front of us are they? So I'm at the back,
It's,
and I'm guessing
you
these
are.
3 are in front of me.
Let's see. It's a training ring. It's usually so. I would say the training ring is about 60 foot sorry, 30 foot radius circle, so 6 foot diameter. You're probably like 10 feet from the end on your side. They're 10 from the end of theirs. Probably like 40 feet away from each other.
Hmm.
Arrayed
Okay.
roughly in like the two Luxodons at the front with the general behind them with the other 2 flanking her. So like 2 and then 3, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I plan to cast Fireball at them.
Oh fuck.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
So,
Well,
I've got a minute to prepare.
Yep.
As soon as I'm ready, that's
Man,
going out.
if only you knew Delay Blast Fireball.
Whilst we have the minute, I'm going to say, everyone, go straight for her. I'll stay behind and stave off the others. Thrakos, you're under my vigil.
Understood.
I hope I'm fast in initiative.
Me too. Well, no, I have alert. So the plan is for if
I
I'm
also have
hired.
alert.
Oh, so yeah, we'll just because we can then swap initiative with whoever. I want to get your guys like flurry of attacks out the way. Then I'm going to abjure foes on all of her henchmen to get them frightened so they're less effective. Don't attack the henchmen. Focus on her, which is opposite to what we usually are. But the abjure foes only works if they don't take damage. And we want to keep them as ineffective as possible, whilst I stand back and protect Thrakos, and you lay down the fucking hurt on her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone's ready? Roll
Yep.
initiative.
Yes.
Blake,
Let's
give me
fucking go.
some cool background music if you would please.
Sir, yes.
What button rolls initiative?
The initiative button
Not
directly
20.
in the middle of your character sheet. It should be
Oh, yep.
next to your armor class.
I have rolled a natural 20, so
Very cool.
I am more prepared to be that person that has their initiative switched.
Right.
If you are at the top, I would like to switch with you.
So a
I rolled a
total of
13.
22.
Yeah. So if you got the alert feat, you can switch, can't you?
Yep.
Mm.
So that will be.
Oh, poor Benji.
So Gertrude, you're
Yeah.
swapping. You're swapping with Dirge.
I'm swapping with Dirge.
Okay, so that'll be Gertrude there. That's then.
I mean, Gabriel could switch with Benji.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
have any particular need to go fast in the round.
Well, to be fair, you're going to be on Dirge's shoulders, remember? So where he goes, you
Yeah.
go.
You probably want to be after
Yeah, probably makes sense
Dirge,
for him to
but
be like,
close to him.
yeah, almost directly after me.
Right. In that case, who's initiative? No, fuck it. Gertrude, what's your dexterity modifier or initiative modifier?
Initiative modifier is +5.
+5. So yes, so
Damn.
you would go there. Then it would be that guy.
Oh, that shit me up.
Yep.
That was loud.
Yeah.
And Gabriel and Benji,
good,
are you
that
guys
shit me
swapping
up.
or not?
Yeah, no, I want Benji to go first.
Okay, so that will be Benji and then.
Turn that
Gabe.
down.
That's definitely.
Okay,
being
in which
turned down.
case, we begin. Gertrude, you react faster than anyone on the quick draw.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Upcast. It's going to be a level 4.
Okay. Let's start off with saving throws. First of all, it's dexterity, is it not?
24
Yeah.
Dex saving throw.
Okay. And what's the DC?
It is. Oh wait, do I have? I have a thing that I can do to make it higher. I think it's a bonus action. Let me just find it. Otherwise, it's 17.
Okay.
One of my sorcerer things, I think.
Under is it one of the meta magic things?
Yeah. Oh no, it does not work for warlock spells. No, that's it. It is 17.
Cool. So for the 4 Luxodon warriors, 17 you say?
Yes.
All 4 of them fail.
Okay.
Yikes.
That's a lot of damage.
Then for the general, she is going to burn a use of Indomitable. And she succeeds.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
So it's 8d6.
No, more than that, because it was 4
Oh, it's 96? 96?
I think 96, yeah.
Yeah. Do 27.
27 damage. Okay. The 4 the 4 Luxodons are going to use their Stone's Endurance. They all have.
They have Stone's Endurance?
They do,
Fuck.
because they're reflavoured Goliath warriors, because there's no such thing as a Luxodon warrior.
Okay.
Where is my thing? There it is. But they roll shit, and I'm going to just use that one roll because I'm lazy. Actually, no, I'm not.
This sounds like a Pokemon battle music.
It is from Hollow Knight, the best game ever made.
I think I know what that is.
So how much damage was it? 27.
Yes.
Oh.
With this is they can only use that Stone Endurance once, I'm pretty sure, if it's the old Goliath one. So, okay. Make him burn it early.
7 minus that is. So he will take that much. He will take that. Sorry, this math should only be this long the first time. And then these guys will take on that and that. And what's half of 27? Half of 26 is 13, so that will be on that. Okay. Your fireball goes off in a huge explosion, ripping through them as they suddenly burst from the flames. Burnt, but undaunted. The general blitzes forward first. She is going to make a beeline straight for Thrakos. And as you guys said, I don't think you said a particular formation other than.
I'm standing. I'm behind them in front of Thrakos.
Okay, so it's going to be. Dirge up front with the dude on his shoulders. You
Yep.
behind him. What, 5 feet or 10 feet behind him? Well, no, because you're only 10 feet off the thing, so you got to be 5 feet behind him, and then behind you is Thrakos, and then Gertrude's off to the side of Thrakos. Then, otherwise you're outside the ring.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is going to swing wide at you. Dirge.
Hold on. What's your health? Like, what are your health and AC and stuff?
Oh shit, I'm looking at it wrong. Max HP, well, current HP is 145. Armor class is 17.
Okay, no, that's fine. Good. I had the
Nice.
option to take the hit for you, but if you
Oh no,
with
trust me,
that kind
bro,
of health, I don't think I really need to.
he's built for sponge.
A 15 misses you.
It does.
A 26 does not miss you.
Fuck.
And a 28 also hits you. So you get hit twice as she swings at you 3 times. That will be it's 18 damage on the first attack. And then 17 damage on the second attack, and I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay. 18 on the first.
How far away is Dodge from
17.
me? Sorry, real quick.
Dodge is right in front of you, 5 feet ahead of you.
Okay, cool. Good.
I'm. Can I please Stone's Endurance one of those?
Bearing in mind you do have +4 on all of your saves because you're within my range.
Okay. Good to know. I will Stone's Endurance anyway, just for.
So you reduce
health
the damage
reasons.
of one of those attacks.
So it's 1d12 plus 5, so whatever this is, plus 5. Oh, fucking max rolled. Back up 17.
So you negate one of her attacks, essentially.
And then 2 con saves.
Yes, please.
And I get +4 to that because of Gabriel.
+4 because of my thing, and then plus another D4 on top because you're blessed.
Bless is a powerful thing.
Okay. I think I'm going to be okay.
Plus, again, you're a barbarian with con, so you're fine.
So that's a non-natural 20.
An unnatural 20.
That's
So
without
that would
the
be
D4.
24 without the D4.
24 without D4. You do succeed. That was obviously the
Okay.
first one, but you do have to make that con save twice because you hit twice.
15, which is a 19 with Gabriel's aura. D4, just to be absolutely sure. It's a 2, so that's 21 total.
21. You shrug off what you can feel as some kind of cloying coldness from the weapon cuts, but it is unaffecting you. With that, the general will end her turn, and it is your turn, Dirge.
Yay.
Fucking smack her!
Bonus action rage, obviously.
Obviously.
We're not going to worry about large form yet. Large form comes next. And then we go into attacks. And I'm just going to do the old. Oh, I can do the thing. I can brutal strike. So you reckless attack, but you forego advantage. If the attack hits, they take an extra D10, and then also I can either push her 15 foot away or reduce her speed by 15 foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I want to push her 15 foot away, to be honest.
How long is a round?
6 seconds.
Oh,
Chosen attack roll hits the target.
Well,
Takes
no,
extra
yeah.
damage.
Technically
You
speaking,
can cause one brutal
round
strike,
is
so I
6
don't have
seconds.
to. Okay.
but a turn is also 6 seconds because technically all turns happen at the same time.
my innate sorceries last for a minute.
Yes, they do. They're essentially things you pop for a fight.
Yeah. Alright.
18 to hit. I feel like that's not good enough.
An 18 glances off of her gleaming armor.
Fuck.
She's going to riposte.
Oh shit, okay.
Which will be another attack roll at you.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, she rolled a natural 1 and nearly drops her sword.
Suck arts, bitch. Here's my next attack. Ooh, 25.
25. 25 hits.
Okay, cool. So that's 1d12 plus 1d10 for the brutal strike.
Mm-hmm.
So she will still. Oh, the first attack was a reckless attack, so technically she has advantage on me.
Oh.
Wait, did you add your
Right.
1d4 to the first attack?
I did
Did
not.
you get that from Bless?
I don't. Fuck. Do I get
No,
that
you
as
didn't.
well?
Alright, so roll
I
that.
thought Bless was like a one-time thing. It's not a one-time.
No,
it's just for-
it lasts for a minute, I think.
So 1d4s
shit,
are all attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay. What was the previous?
You rolled an 18, so roll a d4 and see what
18.
you get.
Okay, 1d4. That's a 4, baby.
A 4, that hits.
22.
22 hits.
Fucking
Two hits.
right.
Let's go.
Okay. So that's 2 hits. Let's
Yep.
do it all at once because
Does
I like
mean
big
that she
numbers.
hasn't used her reaction now, though.
Fine. 2d12, 2d10, and that's plus 8 total.
Plus 8, plus then your rage bonus, which is another +4.
Yeah, plus the rage bonus. Jeez.
Oh, no, it's more than that,
Activate
level 10, isn't
let's
it?
do that.
Well, it should automatically be applied if you switch to Rage on, so don't worry about it.
Yes, I have pressed the button as of this second.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so... Fuck, sorry guys.
It's all right.
2d12, 2d10, which is whatever this is. 15 plus 7 plus 7.
So 15 plus 14 is 29.
24, 29
29.
damage total.
Okay, you cleave into her
damn.
twice.
Bonk, bonk. And given that I have smacked her now, she now has disadvantage on attempting to attack anyone else.
Okay, cool. At the end of your turn?
But me. Yes.
Okay, at the end of your turn, she's going to take a legendary action.
Oh, what a bitch.
And she is going to use that legendary action for a cleaving strike. She will make an attack roll at every enemy within 5 feet of her, which I believe is you and Benny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's riding me.
Okay, so the first attack will be against you, Dirge, which will be a 23 to hit.
Yes, that will
What
do
is
it.
what is your AC?
17.
No, yeah, don't worry. I won't.
And
No,
the
it's fine, it's all
second
good.
attack will be at you, Benny, but this with disadvantage because of Dirge.
And he has resistance to the damage. Get in.
Actually. So she rolled a natural 20,
Oh.
but she also rolled a 10.
That's bad.
But her 10 then has plus 9, so it's a 19. So does 19 hit you? Bear in mind you don't have your armor on.
I don't know what.
Go to your
I'm assuming
inventory.
it hit.
Go to your inventory and just unequip your armor. There should be a little red box next to wherever your armor is in your inventory, and just click that.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. So that hits both of you then. I'm just going to roll the damage for one attack, and you're both going to take the same. It'll be quicker. Wow, that's a terrible, terrible roll. So both of you will take 15 points of slashing damage, and I'll need a con save from each of you.
Then he
We
has
actually
resistance.
only both take 7 damage because Rage and Guardians.
I also only take 7.
Yes.
Yes.
Dirge gives people
I'm
resistance for shit.
Fucking cool.
Because he's a tank. That's what tanks do.
And a con save, you said.
Con save from both
And your
of you.
constant is made with
And-
D4 and then an extra 4 on top.
Okay, that's 24, so I'm
You're
not going
fine.
to roll the D4.
My dice roll so slowly, why is it doing that?
I have no idea, dude. 26.
Nat 20.
You are also fine. Both of you shrug off the
That was your
cooling,
first
coiling
nat
effect.
20 of the game.
Yay! Round of applause. Right. In which case, legendary action is over, which means it is now Thrakos' turn. And I tried.
Isn't it Benji's turn?
What?
Isn't
No,
it
Benji's after Thrakos.
11. Oh,
But
okay.
I tried so hard to get you guys to realise what you'd forgotten, which was to tell Thrakos the plan.
Hmm.
Thrakos is going to
No,
charge
but-
forwards.
I mean, Gabriel said he was going to protect
Yeah,
him.
I told everyone the plan. You're staying behind me. I am your vigil.
No, you didn't say that. You said that when you were away from him in the in
No,
the crowd.
I turned to him and say that stand behind me. I am your vigil.
Did you?
Yeah, he
I
replied.
must have missed that. I apologise. In which case, he's not going to do that. He's going to look very disappointed and put his sword down, and instead pull out a bow, his short bow,
There we go.
and just
Oh, fuck.
fire just fire however many arrows into the opponents. How many
I-
arrows
I
does
told-
he get?
I'm assuming I also would have told him to focus on
How does
her.
that-
Yes, you did. So that will be yes. He'll make 3 short bow attacks at the bitch. Let's see.
Is that her
how-
name in canon now?
It's what you guys
Yes.
have been calling her.
General Bitch.
Her name's General Anavira, but I always forget.
General Bitch.
Bitch
Uh,
tits.
so first one misses. Second one hits.
For anyone he's not adding D4.
Third one also hits. So that's 2 hits.
Yay.
For that is. Oh wait, yes. So that is. He's not as damaging with his short bow, unfortunately, as he is with his greatsword. There. So, he deals 11 damage to her. And that'll be the end of his turn. Meaning, the bitch is going to do another legendary action.
No.
And this time, she is going to use Piercing Thrust. Essentially, she is going to attempt to rush past you, Dirge, and attack behind you. She does not invoke attacks of opportunity during this movement. So she is going to go straight for Thrakos. Which...
Hold on, wait 1 second.
Oh, go on.
I'm going to use Hold the Line. Creatures provoke an attack of opportunity when they move 5 feet or more while within your reach.
Oh, shit!
That's good.
Alright, so you get an attack of
In.
opportunity as she blitzes past you.
Do you have Sentinel? Please tell me you have Sentinel.
I don't, but
Fuck.
I have it. I have it innately anyway on it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
You do?
Do I?
You just reduced their movement speed to 0?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Holy crap!
How do I roll? Oh, no, that's just the damage.
No,
That's
you roll
that'd
the
be,
plus. Click the plus.
That'd be ultimate stick. Right, on another day, I have to sort out these super slow rolling dice.
Yeah.
You need to refresh.
Or close from tabs.
I did.
That's not happening.
I'll refresh when I've done that. Well, I know I rolled 14 damage if I do hit.
Yeah.
It's max damage.
Yeah, no, and when you hit a creature with an opportunity to attack, the target speed is reduced to 0 until the end of the current turn. Holy crap!
Holy shit. That's amazing.
If it hits.
Plus D4. Don't forget the D4.
It's got to roll first, it still hasn't.
I know.
Man,
Just extra
Have you-
suspense.
Have you tried closing your browser and reopening it?
I will try doing that.
Oh no. Come on, Benji.
Where's the
Back! No, okay, the
That's,
D4 won't do anything.
yeah,
for
the
that.
D4 is not going to help there.
Hold
Unfortunately,
on, I want to see if I've got anything that can help.
we wait.
I have many spells, but I don't think he's in range.
Nope.
No.
Are you not a one-minded
No.
sorcerer? Do you not have like Tides of Chaos or something?
I have Tides of Chaos.
Because
Was
you
that
can
the-
add like 2d4, isn't it?
It's different now. You can manipulate the chaos, blah blah blah. Give yourself advantage on one d20
Oh.
test.
Damn.
That's what I
rough.
was checking. Yeah.
Well, it's fine because she does still have disadvantage on Thrakos because once again, Dirge being a dick.
Get in, Dirge.
Plus that is enough. Just.
Oh, I'm sad that
Just.
didn't work.
That will be 10 plus 8. That's 18 plus that. So that'll be 23 damage on Thrakos.
God damn.
I can
and-
reduce that with a reaction.
Do you?
Do it.
Do I do it?
Yes.
Alright,
We want him. We need him
3d6.
to live.
It will be... Oh, that's not bad. 12.
So you reduce it by
Just
12.
reduce the damage by 12.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, is that... the damage he took, was that halved?
No. Why would it be
It should have been
halved?
halved anyway. Because he has resistance to it because of Dirge.
Why does he have resist? Wait, what?
Yeah, the Commander Spirits thing, his third level feature
What's
gives
the range of
any
Commander
ally
Spirits?
like 10, like how many feet? Sorry, I forget.
Hang on. Ancestral protections. While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Oh shit! In
There's
that
no range?
case, no, there is no range. So it's just other creatures. So that means
So halved and then reduced by 12.
so half of
Tank.
23 is there's 11. 11 reduced by 12 is 0. He takes no damage.
Bitch.
Still needs to make the con saving.
He
throw,
does still
but
need to
then
make
he
the
has
con save. He
then-
did fail the con save, but he also has Indomitable. So he will use second.
even with the +4 he failed.
Yes, he rolled really
Oh,
badly. And
damn.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to fuck you over here, but he rolled really badly again.
Okay.
So that is plus his con, which is +6. That's a failure. You watch as Thrakos locks up and is paralyzed.
Okay,
That's
interesting.
awful.
But that will be the end of the legendary action, which means
Paralysis,
it
my
is
old
now.
enemy.
It is now. What's his face's turn?
Gabriel?
Benny's turn.
Okay.
Benny.
How
She's-
far is
she's literally right in front of you. Actually, no.
Okay,
she's,
so
she's,
range
she's,
of
she's, she's actually moved around to the side of you. So imagine you're in the center of a square. She is the square to your left. Thrakos is the square to your left and down one. And Gabriel is the square directly down from you. And then Gertrude is behind Gabriel.
okay? I will just go with standard lance attack.
We wait for the dice rolls. Definitely adds to suspense.
Yeah.
19.
Oh.
19!
If that hits,
Plus
then
D4.
cool. I do have the D4 if needed.
19 does not hit.
+4.
How do I roll just a D4?
Bottom left hand
There's a little
corner,
dice
there's a
on the
little
bottom
red
left-hand
thing.
corner.
Click that and it'll bring
Oh,
up
yeah.
all the dice. And you just click once and then hit roll. Man, I should not have made you roll that D4. Yes, you hit. You would have
Yay.
hit on any number of that D4.
Then I'll roll damage. Apologies, but this takes a long time.
That's 8.
8 damage.
Okay.
I'm also going to use. Was it? I will use the topple ability, so she needs to make a con save. And if she
One.
fails, she's knocked prone.
Constitution save coming right up. This may surprise you, but she's quite good at con saves. She does, however, roll garbage sometimes. Does a 13 succeed?
So let me just double check what my one is. So it's a
She'll
DC
fail.
8 plus 4 plus the ability modifier used to make
Mhm.
the attack. So that'll be
Yes.
12, 16. So no, that doesn't.
Okay, she's going to use her last use of Indomitable to try that again. Wow, that's even worse. So she goes down like a
Yes!
sack of bricks.
Advantage on the next attack. Fucking get in, Benji.
Which I'm then going to immediately attack.
With advantage.
Benji,
Remember, right
with
click the plus, click advantage, and then click roll.
Benji, your drinks are on Gabriel, man. Holy shit, you're putting in the work.
Especially considering you're naked.
Yeah.
Don't you even have clothes on?
Oh, he's riding me while naked.
Yes.
Fair enough.
No, he's wearing underwear. It's just the tightest G-string in the history of history.
Benji, something is poking me.
22.
22.
64. Never mind,
Shockingly
doesn't matter.
enough, 22 hits. Do not roll the 4.
Just rolling the damage.
Good.
This one per turn or one per attack?
9.
9 damage.
I wonder if a different browser will help.
Yeah, I'll try changing browser after
Or
this.
try clearing your catch. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, last thing will be I'll use an unwavering mark on her.
Ooh, nice.
While it's within 5 feet of me, the marked creature is disadvantaged on any attack roll that doesn't target me.
Holy shit, you and Serge are a power team.
You
Oh,
guys are
that's
just
fucking
controlling her.
Then if the marked creature deals damage to anyone else, you can make a special melee attack against it on my next turn as a bonus action with advantage and an extra 5 damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay, in which case,
So- Oh my god.
on the end of your turn, she's going to use her last legendary action of the round. Unfortunately, she is prone, so when she goes for a cleaving strike, she is going to do it with disadvantage because she's prone.
Who's she
but-
going for?
Well, it's cleaving strike. She hits every enemy within 5 feet of her, so that's basically all of
Okay.
you except Gertrude. But
Okay.
she's going to do all of them with disadvantage. So we'll start with Dirge. That will be a 18 to hit.
That does actually do it.
Okay?
Hold on, I think I've.
It has
something
disadvantage,
against
does it not?
Yeah, that was with disadvantage.
Damn.
that. Oh, damn, I need to sign in if I use a different browser.
Oh
Hold on.
no.
I got 120 hit points, so I'm not worried about HP.
Actually, no. Actually, it probably is better if anything some damage goes through, because then I get to do my extra attack next time.
Cool.
No, sorry, I'll leave it.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep the damage the same for all of these to save me some time. So if you get hit, you take half of 17 because you have resistance because of Dirge. So you take, what's half? So 16
8.
or 8. So you take 8 damage, Dirge, and a con save, please.
8 damage, con save, and this is still plus 4 d4.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not going to be good. 17 plus d4.
Plus a d4.
That's
2.
19.
You are paralyzed, Dirge.
Fuck.
And against Benji, does a 14 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay, in that case, it's 8 damage and a con save, please.
Okay.
Against you, Gabriel, that's a 12.
12 hits.
Okay, that's 8 damage and a con save. And against Thrakos,
So is this an 8 damage halved or?
well,
No, 8 damage is just
8
half.
damage is just the
8
damage.
is
I've
the
already
half.
halved it. And Thrakos,
Okay.
oh no, Thrakos would be flat because Thrakos is paralyzed.
Alright, yeah, no, I fail as well.
Thrakos, she hits and automatically crits because he's paralyzed. That's 7.
I can't reduce it either because I've not had my
14.
turn yet. Fuck!
Nat 20 on my con save.
Thank you.
Another.
Nice.
Yes.
And 7. At 16 points of damage to Thrakos because it's halved because of the shit that Dirge pulls. So even
I'm
on
gonna
a
quickly
crit,
go on.
that's 16 damage.
I'm gonna roll another fucking con save to maintain concentration on Bliss.
Yep.
But I am also paralyzed, so you know.
Oh, good.
24. I'm still maintaining Bliss, but I'm paralyzed.
Okay, so that's the end of her last legendary action of the round. Meaning it is now, finally, Gabriel's turn.
I'm paralyzed.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the paralysis wears off.
Okay, good.
And then it is the finally the Goliath, the Luxodon soldiers' turns. And they are going to rush forward. Remind me, who's paralyzed again? Obviously,
Me.
so you, Dirge. Is it just you?
Yes, I think so.
Because you didn't get hit, and everyone else has passed, and
Mhm.
Thrakos is paralyzed. So they are going to rush past you, Dirge. They are each going to grab a limb of the paralyzed Thrakos and lift him up, and start moving him towards the edge of the arena.
Oh, because when he leaves for an extended amount of time, it's forfeit.
Mm.
Balls.
So that is going to be... I'm not going to make them roll athletic checks because he's paralysed and there are 4 of them. But if any of you have attack of opportunities, they would proc now.
I do.
You're not
I've already
paralysed
used my
anymore
reaction.
because it wore off at the end of your turn, so you can do
Okay.
attack of opportunity on one
I
of these
can't-
4 dudes.
Where Smite's now use a bonus action, can I use it on a opportunity attack, or is that not an option?
Do think that's stupid that they take bonus actions, but I don't know if that's been changed for a reason. I'm going to say...
They've done it so you can only do it once per turn.
Yeah.
But that's up to you.
It still costs you a resource of a spell slot, so fuck it, I'll allow it.
Okay,
Might change
I'm
my
going.
mind later.
I'm going to sprint forward and try and hit one of them. That's going to be 11 plus a d4, which is 15 to hit.
15, unfortunately, does not hit.
Okay, in that case, I just kind of I'm a bit useless.
All right.
So have they gone past? Have they gone past me as well when they did this? Or
No, you get an attack opportunity as well.
yes, so we'll do that then.
I mean, if you've got your reaction, yes, you do. You got it back.
Yeah, because I've had my
You've had your
turn.
Yes.
I'll fucking roll the damage again.
Is your first time using D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Does it take a while for you to see your own die?
The thing is, I already know what the dice landed on a decent amount of time in advance.
You can tell us. We trust you. I mean, if you
Yeah,
lie
but
to us,
I don't know what the
notice.
bonus. What? I mean, it'll tell me. It'll tell you straight after
Yeah,
anyway. Like, I'll tell you afterwards.
Exactly. We'd know. So,
So I've rolled a 19. On
okay,
the
so
attack.
that hits.
And then the damage was 7.
Yep. No. Okay. To which one?
And then,
Are you doing 1, 2, 3, or 4?
well, let's go with 1, and then also on that attack, we'll use. What's the thing? Yeah, so his movement's been reduced to 0 till the end of the turn.
So yes, he is forced to stop, which throws the balance off of the other 3 guys. So I'm going to say they make it to the edge of the ring, but they cannot get enough movement to throw Thrakos out.
Good.
Is that and that will be the end of their turn because there's their movement and their action to grapple. So that's it. Which means they're back to the top with Gertrude.
Ah, my drag. Fuck it. The bitch tits, is she on the floor?
Yes.
Does that mean I have disadvantage with my range check?
Yes.
But you have advantage because of innate sorcery, so it cancels out.
Yes.
Okay.
Also advantage on just. Oh no, shut up. Sorry.
You're about to set out your teammate on something.
So it's just flat instead of advantage?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I will cast a second level. Where is it? Do I want second level? Yeah, I'll cast second level Scorching Ray at her.
At her, okay, those would be flat because of the various different modifiers.
Oh, wait. As my bonus action, I want to cast Hex first.
Okay, smart,
Oh,
smart.
wait, can I do that?
You can.
Is it 2
Yes.
spells?
Oh, wait, yeah,
leveled spells.
shit.
Yeah, sorry, no, they are 2 leveled
No, I
spells.
can't do that
Wait,
anymore.
do you have anything? Well, oh no, your race wouldn't give you that. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. In that case...
Because the rule isn't leveled
Hmm.
spells; it's spells that cost a spell slot, which is
Oh,
technically different.
okay.
But if they both cost a spell slot, then yeah, you can't do that.
I mean, you could hex her and then use Eldritch Blast. 'Cause it's
You
basically
could
the-
do that.
Basically the
Yeah,
same deal.
it's a good strat.
Yeah, I'm gonna Hex her and then
All
Eldritch
right,
Blast.
which stat?
Strength. Strength.
Do. It will indeed be strength.
Strength. Okay. Her already tiny Luxodon muscles shrink even smaller. She is now only the size of a small bus rather than.
Yikes.
Yeah, no. I mean, she's actually like I said, she's the smallest Luxodon you've ever seen. Only 6 feet tall. She is shorter than both Gabriel and Dirge.
Oh, damn.
Actually, I'm not going to use Eldritch Blast because it would be at disadvantage because it's a Warlock spell.
Okay.
I'll use Sorcerer's Burst instead.
Oh, neat.
Cool.
Okay. So first of all, what is that? Is that an attack roll or a?
It is an attack roll.
But you can do it in melee. Right? That's why you're doing
No,
it.
it's because it's Sorcerer and I've got the Sorcerer's thingy
Oh,
active.
right. Of course. Yes,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That is a 19 to hit.
It's a D. Oh, you don't have a D4. Never mind.
A 19, unfortunately, will not hit.
That is a shame.
But she is hexed. She's hexed good and proper.
She is indeed hexed. That is all I'll do. I don't think I can help with the whole Loxodon and throwing him out of the ring issue.
Right, that's gonna be what I'm on. Dirge, your goal is to lock down the fucking the main bitch. I'm gonna try my best.
Team
to...
Lockdown is working. Team
Lockdown's doing fine.
Yeah. That's me done.
Okay. In that case, after you, it is back to the General's turn, and she's going to stand the fuck up using half her movement. And she is going to glare hatefully at you, Dirge, because you... sorry, at you, Benny, because you put her on her ass. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a very familiar magical stone that you recognize. The stone that controls the shock collar that you are not wearing. And she hammers her finger down on the rune and grins, waiting for something to happen. When nothing does, she takes another look. Her eyes narrow and then widen in shock before she drops it and goes, "How?" Chris, this is your words to say something.
Sorry, I literally didn't hear you say something.
She pulls out the remote to your shock collar, tries it, realizes you're not wearing it, and goes, "How?"
Is Tink actually in view anywhere around, or?
No, she's back in her workshop underground. She doesn't give a shit about any of this.
There was the Irish girl. But I'm free now.
No, you still belong to me, and she's going to stab at your head. Because she doesn't have a disadvantage anymore, right? Because that's worn off. It's only for a round. That's Dirge question.
I believe it is.
Isn't it
I think
until Dirge's
advantages is,
next
like,
attack?
Until my next, yeah.
Until your next turn. Oh shit! So it hasn't even been your turn yet. So she still has the fucking disadvantage. God damn it! This is such a broken ability.
It's the best tanking ability in the game.
Yeah.
None.
Team
with an attack on
lockdown.
your
But
turn.
luckily, you
so,
do.
yeah.
You're not wearing your armor because Luckstone rules are bullshit. So 14 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, no.
Oh, sorry. Wait, it
it's-
was at me, wasn't it?
He's in you. Yes. 14 to hit you, mighty halfling man.
Ben.
Thank you.
No, 14 doesn't hit.
14 doesn't.
No.
Oh shit. Second attack. That's a lot better. That's a 24.
Yeah, that one hits.
Last attack is going to be a 16.
Is
Meets
AC?
beats. Beats beats. So if your armor class is 16, she hits you.
Yeah, she hits them.
All right. In that case, that is going to be 16 plus. You take 10 points of slashing damage from the first one and make a con save.
Half down to 5.
No. That is already halved.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm doing the halving in my head now.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Speed things up. That is an 11. That
Plus
is not
4 plus a d4?
plus 4 plus a d4. Even if you got a 4 on the dice, it wouldn't be enough.
DC 20 on a
DC.
paralyzation effect is fucking insane.
It is
Jesus Christ.
ridiculous. They are cheating bastards.
I will use Indomitable.
Okay.
Go again, go again, go again.
They weren't going to play fair. What part of this culture makes you think they were going to be fair? Well, actually, no. The culture, fine.
The bit
What
that
part-
respects fairness?
No, sorry. Their culture is fine. That was
Yeah.
my mistake. What part of this woman makes you think they're going to be fair?
No, that's why I didn't question it.
Yeah.
It's plus an extra 10 to the roll for the Indomitable, so that's
Oh,
a 20.
That succeeds.
Plus a 4, plus another d4.
It
What
does
it?
not matter. It succeeds with just the plus 10, which
Yeah.
means that you resist the paralysis. The second damage comes through, which is 9. Sorry, no, it's not more than that. Sorry, it's 11. Sorry, and one more con save, please.
11 damage, you say?
11 damage, and that's already halved, and one more con save, please.
Does the Indomitable only apply for that one roll?
It
Or does it apply for the turn?
No, it's just the one roll.
That's a shame.
It's still a really good ability.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's way better
But
than
it's still
what
a
we do.
shame.
To use a second wind on that.
It means at 20th level, you've just guaranteed to succeed the save. It's insane.
Oh no.
I love it.
It's an 11
Unfortunately,
again.
you are paralyzed by the second hit.
Or can these extra dice, was it a plus 4 and a d4?
Yeah, which at most is a plus 8, which will bring it to 19, which is one too low. Right, which means
It is what it is.
at the end of her turn, it is now Dirge's turn.
Yay.
Fuck her up!
Who is
Fuck her up.
paralysed or isn't paralysed?
I
Oh, I
think
am
he is
paralyzed.
paralyzed. Yes, so at the end of your turn, you're no longer
I'm not
paralyzed.
gonna fuck her up. Yay.
Meaning, after Dirge, it is now a legendary
Got my
action
reaction
from
back, at least.
legendary action from her, which she is going to use to.
You're on
She's
the
still-
fucking floor.
She's still surrounding. You know, she stood up. She's fine.
Oh.
She stood up on her turn. She's going to turn around. Josh, she's going to cleave at you again because there's no reason why she wouldn't.
Fair enough.
Which will be disadvantage against things. So that's what's the words I'm looking for? Can't do math. 24 to hit Dirge.
Which will hit.
A 12 to hit the man riding Dirge, Benjamin.
That will not hit.
You struggle with hitting
Holy
things.
shit! An 11 to hit Gabriel.
11 still hits.
What?
My AC is 11.
Oh, of course, because you know.
I
you've
don't
only
have
got one-
armor.
No, I forgot how low your dex was. Is the thing.
It's -1. I'm a paladin.
You know what?
Should I remind you
If you're
that,
mage armor from Gertrude, that wouldn't hit you. And
that,
then
that Hinge is paralysed when you hit him? Isn't that like a
Oh,
natural
of
crit?
course! Thank you for telling me that. I did forget. But
Just
I'm
being fair.
I am a man of honor, so what I'll do, rather than roll for advantage, I'll just roll 1d20. And he still misses. Fuck! That's, I assume a 14 misses.
Yes.
So that means that on the people she hit, which was just Dirge and Gabriel, that will be 12 points of damage. It's already halved, mind you. So actually, no.
Mhm.
Yeah, 12 points of damage for Gabriel.
Mhm.
And a con
Yeah,
save.
con save real quick.
Yep.
And then another con save after that. That's going to be a 21 plus all the shit.
Yep.
And then a second one, which again also succeeds. So
Yep,
yeah, I'm fine.
okay, so you're fine. And unfortunately, because it's auto crit on you, Dirge, because you're paralysed. So it will be.
Not anymore, no.
Oh, end of his
Oh
turn.
yeah, and then your turn. So did you roll the con save for the attack hitting you then, please? And you also
shit,
take
yeah.
the exact same amount of damage that Gabriel just took, which I definitely remember.
Okay, that's 23 on the save.
That succeeds. And I believe it was
the
12 damage. I believe it was 12.
12, which halved because rage 6.
It's already been halved. Already halved it.
Oh,
I'm
fine.
automatically halving shit now because everyone's got resistance to her damage.
Okay, cool. So just 12.
Alright. At which
Oh
point,
no, I'm at 100 hit points.
that is the end of her legendary action, meaning it is now Thrakos' turn. And he is paralysed, but at the end of his turn, he's no longer paralysed. Meaning after that, it's Benji's turn.
I've also been paralysed.
Oh shit. Someone really needs to get that weapon off of her. After that, it is Gabriel, your turn.
Gabriel, seeing that Thrakos is freed himself. Wait, I forget. Are the normal Loxodon's weapons also paralyzed?
No, it's just her. It's just hers.
Okay. I am going to
You
look.
get the feeling this is a stupidly expensive poison they do not have a lot of.
Yeah, I'm going to look, charge, and then charge towards her, and then attempt to kick the weapon out of her hand.
Okay. This is going to be a disarming strike. So what I'm going to say is you're going to make a melee attack. I'm going to give essentially partial cover to her, so +2 to her armor class, and if you succeed, you'll knock the weapon out of her hand. I think that's the best way to do it. Or
Is she prone or is she not?
No, she's not prone. She's upright and ready to fight. I'm just. Well, would that be the best
First
way?
attack is
Would you say that?
first attack is a 19.
Mm.
I'd say that's fine. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
All right. 19. 19, unfortunately, will miss.
Okay. Second
Do you not
one.
have bless,
Yeah,
though?
no. Oh yeah, shit, I do. So it's a 19 plus a
Plus a
D4, which is going to be a 21 to hit.
Unfortunately, her armor class is 20, and with the +2, that's a 20.
19 plus 2.
No,
is
you roll a
21 to
21 against her 22.
Why does she have a +2?
Because she has 20. Because the +2 is from the partial cover. Remember, because you're trying to hit a weapon out of her hand. Literally the thing we discussed 2 seconds ago.
Okay, yeah.
Does
Yeah.
the +4 not apply from bless?
That is for the
I just did that.
Yeah, it is with
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, after my first one misses, I'm going to turn to the crowd and shout, "She has poisoned her weapons. Your leader is a coward," as loud as I can.
Nice.
she will scoff and say, "As the challenged, I am allowed any weapon I choose. Where in the rules does it say I am not allowed poison?" But you see, there is some disquiet mumbling amongst the Luxodons. Technically, that she is allowed to do this, but they do not seem happy about it.
And I am then going to use my rest of my movement to charge towards the Luxodons carrying Thrakos away, so that if they move any further, I can provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay. You will run away from her, so she will use an attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
Still with disadvantage. Oh no, because it's been Dirge's turn. She doesn't have that anymore. She still fails at rolling, but this time even your low armor class is enough to defeat her, as she rolls
Shit, okay.
literally a natural 1.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. I'm just going to charge next, and so if they move further away, I can attack them again.
All right. She's going to use another legendary action. She is going to piercing thrust and attempt to chase you, Gabriel.
Okay.
But I'd like to point. Are you paralyzed, Ben? I forget.
No,
Not anymore.
I've had my turn.
Yeah. So that means that you could do your special
Yes, I am
hold
going
the
to.
line.
Yes, I will.
Just
throw an
call him
attack.
Captain Kirahi. Hold the line. Mass Effect reference for no one.
Yes.
Oh, that was close to a 1.
Is
It was.
Is it a 1?
No.
What is it?
It would landed on 13,
21! That hits. So, not only is her movement stopped, but you also do damage to her.
Benji rolls really high.
He's a good boy. 10 more
And that's
points of
10
damage.
Ooh.
Oof. She is bloodied. Well, she's actually well beyond bloody. She was blooded a while ago, I forgot to mention. But you do stop her movement, and as I wrote this ability myself, as the attack is considered part of the movement, because you stopped her movement, I'm going to say you stopped her attack. So she no longer does her piercing thrust.
I'm
That is
going to unwavering mark her again as well.
Neat.
Get in.
Alright, that means it's now the Luxodon soldiers' turns. One of them is away from the others, and because he was stopped, he's going to trust the others can handle it, bring his sword round, and attempt to stab Dirge in the back.
Not Dirge.
Dirge can take it. Dirge is a big old ball of hit points. He's going to make 2 attacks. Remind me, Dirge, are you paralysed currently?
I am not.
Okay, good to know. The first is a 19 to hit,
And that will do it.
and the second one is a much less than that to hit, a 10 to hit.
That will not do it.
Okay, you will take 7 points of slashing damage. That's already halved.
Okay, that's fine.
And that will be all he can do. And then the other 3 are going to work together to try and force Thrakos out of the ring. So it's going to be a contested strength check of him versus those 3. So I'm going to give one of them advantage, and he's going to roll flat. Bear in mind, I know he's got Bless. Bless does not affect ability checks.
He doesn't have Bless. I'm saying attack opportunity.
Oh.
He has the 4
right.
in my
You will
aura.
attack of opportunity them if they move out of your range. Right, of course. That'll only be if they succeed. If they fail, they ain't moving nowhere.
And he's got a +4, so get in, fucking big man
Right.
Thrakos.
He will... Right, first of all, let's roll theirs. That is going to be... Oof. Plus athletics. That's going to be a 25.
Ooh, fuck.
Thrakos. He has the 1 die. He needs to roll a 16 or higher.
Is that even with the +4?
That's... Oh no, he's got the +4. Sorry, I forgot about the +4. Wait, is +4 to ability checks as well?
No, it's just a saving throw.
No, it's an ability check. It's contested athletics.
Shit, my bad. Yeah, never mind then. Doesn't have +4.
No, right. So where was I? That will be. Unfortunately, he rolled a 13, which is not enough. And you watch as he is forced out of the ring. You
attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity. One of the dudes. Do you want to attack of opportunity 2, 3, or 4?
The one who's closest to me, I
That
guess.
will be. I don't know. Fuck it. They're all about the same. We'll say 2. Fuck it.
Okay. Can I smite on this?
Yes. Fuck it.
Or not? I can. Okay, I'm going to use my free casting of Divine Smite. If I hit. I'm assuming I will. Fuck.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, no, I missed.
I mean, actually. Oh no, yeah, no. Even with the bless roll.
No, I just missed. Yeah.
Yep, unfortunate, but yes, they do force him out of the ring. And one of the Luxodons off to the side raises an arm and says, "Out ring! You have 6 seconds to return." So he has to get back in on his turn, on his round, to stop it from being a disqualification. Or one of you guys could go and grab him and throw him into the ring. But that's the end of their turns, meaning it's back to the top with Gertrude.
I am going
Killer,
to
fucking killer!
cast a level 4 Scorching Ray at her.
Yes,
Each of the rays have advantage.
And she also has Hex on her for additional damage. So
Yes.
roll your 4 Scorching Rays.
Do I have to set advantage every time?
Say 4th level.
Yes, 5 rays.
5 rays. Holy shit. Yeah. So no, you do have to do advantage each time.
Okay. So that is 25.
Hits.
1 hit. 13.
Miss.
That's a miss.
Plus it. No, you know. Fuck, never mind.
That won't matter. She's not blessed either.
Yeah, sorry.
20. 30.
That hits.
24.
Four. That
Yeah, that's 3 hits, 1 miss. This is the last one.
That is a
Hit.
26.
So that's
But-
4 hits, which I believe is 8d6 plus an additional 4d6 from the hex.
no, it's a 4th level scorching.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
2d6
rays.
each hit.
Yeah. So it's 3d6.
12d6.
Yeah. It's 3d6 each hit because of the additional
12d6.
12d6
Come on, fucking-
damage.
Come on, Gertrude, do
It's
this.
Well-
like a
12d6
8th level
damage.
fireball, I think.
That's a lot of ones.
That is a lot
41.
of ones.
Still 41.
She is still up, but she is hurt.
How
That's
her?
a
Like,
lot
is
of
she gasping
fire
on her
and
last
necrotic
breath?
that hit her.
She's standing there with blood pouring from holes in her body, but she is glaring with absolute maniacal fury.
Okay.
What bonus
Okay.
do I have that will fucking help here?
Is that the end of your turn, Gertrude?
I just want to see if there's anything that can help me. I ain't running away. Yeah, that's it for me.
In that case, she is going to use her last legendary action to piercing thrust at you.
I cannot stop this one.
I can reduce it.
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
What the fuck does
Mage armor is 13 plus your dex.
13 plus 1?
14, so that hits you.
Wait, hold on, I have a reaction. It's shield when I find it.
Oh, in that case, 14 plus 5 is 19. You deflect her attack with a magical barrier. And
Nice.
she lets out a scream of absolute fury.
I'm just gonna laugh at her.
But, I mean, you know, you wouldn't laugh too hard because after your turn and after her legendary action, it's her turn again.
Oh, well, I'm
And,
out of reactions.
your shield is also failed. It just fades.
Your shield lasts until the start of your next
Oh no,
turn.
it lasts
No,
a
does it?
round.
Does it? I
Yeah.
thought it lasted the
Yeah.
round it was
No.
the turn it was cast.
No,
Oh,
it's
shit.
until the start of
Duration
your
one
next
round.
In
turn.
that case, she has 3 attacks, all with disadvantage because of... No with disadvantage because Dirge's thing's gone. So 3 attacks.
No,
Is
but
she
Benji's
still-
thing is still there.
Of course
Is
it is.
she's still next to me?
Yeah,
Then she's got disadvantage for
So,
attacking someone other than
3
me.
attacks,
They just
all
don't have
with
resistance now.
disadvantage, with no resistance. First attack. A natural 20 and a 10. But the 10 makes a 19, which is your armor class.
Yes, it
So
hit.
at least I ain't a crit.
So, first attack. Oh shit.
Why am I gonna be the one that takes the most damage?
Doesn't matter. It does
You
not
take
matter with
26
it's
points
bad
of
when
slashing
he says
damage.
it.
26 points of
Yeah.
slashing damage and a con save against the poison.
Do I do the?
You still have to
Because
plus
I'm also
4.
concentrating on hex.
Yeah, but
So
we'll
which
get,
one
we'll
do
get
I
to
do
that.
first?
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll do the poison save first.
Do you want me
Okay.
to reduce that damage?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm still alive.
Okay.
23,
23.
you succeed. Now the con save to maintain concentration, which will be...
That one has advantage.
Yep.
So, 21.
That also succeeds. Good. Second attack. Oh, wow. This one, unfortunately for her, is only 11 to hit you.
Yeah.
And the third attack is a 18 to hit you, which misses because of your shield.
Mhm.
She screams violently and swears in Luxodon, but that's all her impotent ass can do. Meaning
I will
it's
call her a stupid elephant. And that's
Dirge,
it.
it's your turn.
Wonderful. Then I will big boy activate.
Suddenly, Benji, you find yourself like 18 feet in the air.
Hang on tight.
What?
And okay, Thrakos is out of the ring.
Yes, but
I
if he gets
sprint
back in the ring.
Oh, is he paralyzed though?
No, he's not paralyzed currently, but he is currently being held back by 3 dudes.
Just lean over, pick him up, and put him back down.
I just yoink him
Alright.
through. But if I sprint past the general and then
Because you're
is
so
on
huge,
me,
you won't leave her range.
No, to be fair, you don't need to move, I think, to oh no, you do. You will need to move to reach them. And you will technically, by rules, be leaving her range, even if it's ridiculous.
Okay.
I can stomach the hit for you if that's what you're worried about.
Do it, do
No,
it,
it's not.
stomach the hit.
It's more. If I run out of her range, do you also get an attack?
No,
No,
she's only got one reaction. So she can only target one of you. Because he's being moved rather than moving, the attack opportunity will be directed at you. But he's a cavalier, so he can take the attack if he wants to.
Yeah, I can choose to redirect the attack to me if you're worried about like the paralyze.
And if I yoink him back in, that's going to be an action, isn't it?
Yes, it would technically be a grapple attack.
Okay, fuck it. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can tank what unless she poisons me. But anyway, big
you doing,
boy
buddy?
sprint to Thrakos. That's the plan.
Alright,
Pull him back.
there will be an attack of opportunity directed towards you. Is it being redirected?
That's fine.
I am going to redirect it.
Alright, so that means it's going to go to you instead. There is no disadvantage against you, is there?
No, it's only if it's against someone else.
So it's just going to be a straight... This is the first time she's ever rolled an attack without disadvantages of some kind, I swear.
Natural one, come on.
You bastard, Blake!
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So, anyway, she misses wildly. It's like you
Okay,
willed it into
cool.
fucking existence or something.
I won £150 on roulette yesterday. I'm lucky, man.
A lightning bolt falls from the sky and goes to strike Gabriel, but again gets deflected by his sheer abs.
Oh, lovely.
She misses. All right,
He
carry on.
smiles at
Dirge.
it and collects the bolt in his teeth, and that's
yes.
what tinkles every time he
His
smiles.
teeth is powered by
Fucking
lightning.
bolt.
Just canonically, if you ever bite someone, you do 1 additional lightning damage.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Right, no, but yeah, do whatever you like, Dirge. Just fuck
okay.
all she can do about it.
Sprint to Thrakos and try as best I can to kind of just grab him and
I'm
throw
going
him
to
back
say
in.
it's going to be a grapple check, because while he's willing, the 3 dudes around him aren't. So just make a regular
enough.
grapple against their athletics. And I'm going to give them advantage because there's 3 of them, but you have advantage because you're massive. So both of you have advantage.
Okay, advantage.
But you do also have a D4 dodge. Just to remind you.
Interesting. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Right, let's see what happens with this.
They rolled
first.
an 18, so you've got to be 18.
Oh,
You do
that's
not.
not gonna. Fuck. That was a poor roll.
Mm.
Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can
Okay.
do? No, there's not. There's really not.
I want to point out
Okay,
that
fine.
you have 2
Oh,
attacks.
can I spend? Because I'm a human. Can I spend my heroic inspiration to have him re-roll?
That's,
I've also got
I
a heroic
believe,
inspiration. I've
something
had it
that
for like
heroic
4 sessions.
inspiration can do. So yeah, who wants to spend their heroic inspiration?
Me.
All right, Gabriel, you
Who
spend
do
your
you-
heroic inspiration.
Okay.
No, he gets another one back at the start of the turn. It's not a big loss for him.
Yeah.
Start
I'm
of
a
turn,
human.
so done, yeah. That's another roll then.
One more time. Come
I
on.
feel like you should have been using
Just
that
a
earlier.
single roll, yeah.
I'd save it for moments that matter. Because I only get one per long rest.
Fuck me.
You also have a
Oh.
heroic inspiration, Dirge. I want to point that out.
Spend it. Come on.
Do it.
Spend
I
it.
also
Spend
get-
it.
Do it.
I also feel like I need to point out that a grapple is an attack, and you do have 2 attacks a turn, but whatever.
16 plus a D4. Plus a D4. Come on.
It's not...
Yes.
Okay, you scoop
go.
up Thrakos, knocking aside the 3 mooks attempting to thrust him from the ring. You now
Get
have
off my
one
leg.
Thrakos in your arm. He looks at you. He looks down at the wounded, bloodied form of the general, and he looks back at you and he says, "Toss me!"
Not here, Thrakos.
You still have
I mean,
one action left, one attack left.
Darn.
I fucking throw him.
And as you pull back, he looks you in the eye and says, "Don't tell the elf." And then you throw that motherfucker. And after you, it is Thrakos' turn. And Thrakos is going to fly through the air and swing his sword like a guillotine at this bitch's head. And I feel like no one will object if he has advantage for this attack.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
As you prototype the fastball special, Thrakos hits. And for the first time this fight, he uses his actual fucking greatsword. Which is sod's law that I closed his fucking character sheet the moment I needed it. I believe it's a +9 to hit. There it is. Yes! +9 to hit. Boom. That hits. That is... that is 23 points of slashing damage, which decapitates her.
Thank God.
Whoosh!
Yes.
As the fastball special is called off, Thrakos smashes
Hell
into
yeah.
the ground at Mach 6 and dies. No, he doesn't die. But he stands proud. The sun silhouetting him as he's with his sword bare. Behind him, the enormous form of Dirge mid-throw. The somehow still alive for Goliath warrior. Luxodon warriors. They're just Goliaths in elephant suits, elephant fursuits. No, stand aghast and shocked, and then silence. I said silence, Blake.
One second. Fuck.
Undramatic silence ever. Silence falls. Everyone's quiet, stunned by what they've just witnessed. And then...
Gabriel take an action? Oh, never mind.
Oh, no. If you want to capitalize on the silence, go for it. Now's your opportunity.
It's okay. Gabriel is going to walk forward to the decapitated body, hold a diamond worth 300 gold pieces in his hand, look down at the form of the decapitated general, and then stomp on her skull.
Yeah! I don't think Revivify would have worked on a decapitated corpse anyway, to be honest. But it's the thought that matters. As you stomp on her skull, Thrakos whips around, moves forward, and pushes you away from the corpse.
Okay.
No. We have won here. Do not dishonor our victory by disrespecting the corpse of the fallen. Then
Surely a paladin should know better.
Gabriel is just like heaving, like enormous sighs.
Thrakos raises his voice.
Yeah,
Luxodons, you have witnessed today my ascension. I, General Thrakos, as my first order, return to the camp. All forces will vacate the village at once. Occupation will no longer happen here. And then the crowd, which is evenly split between his men and the generals, his men roar and cheer and put their fists in the air, really happy. The general's men pause for a second, and then salute and file out one after the other, leaving it just you, the village watching on, and Thrakos, and the corpse of the general.
Damn.
Thank you for your help.
That was an excellent fastball special.
Indeed, I may have overheard your battle plans about the dragon and wanted to try it myself. I've never been small enough to hold in somebody else's palm before.
I mean,
I can relate to that.
I can give you a hug or something if you want.
No, I am good.
Okay.
Speaking of hugs, though, Benjamin, by the power invested in me as the Luxodon General of the 212th and the 131, I hereby, by all authority, grant you your freedom and apologize for the loss of your lives at this point.
Thank you. Can I
Gabriel.
signal Sir Hoots-a-Lot to come over?
Yes, he swoops down. Caw-caw! Wait, no, that's not what an owl sounds like. Hoot!
Ooh.
I sort of jump on as he flies by and do a few loop-de-loops.
Yay!
Operation.
Right. I don't know exactly how to go forward from here. The invasion will still happen. That is the royal order. It is beyond even my authority now. But as general, I can protect this village. I give you my word. No Luxodon troops will darken your doorstep. Gabriel, are you well?
Death was too good for her.
Maybe. But it is not about her. You are
Yeah.
too good to disrespect a corpse. Do not dishonor yourself.
Yeah. I'm just
Claps you
gonna
on the shoulder.
nod. I need to get my armor.
Yes, of course. And, Gertrude,
Yes.
I really like the way you make things explode.
Oh, merci. So do I.
If you ever want a job outside of the village, I will be happy to pay you to explode other things.
I may take you up on that sometime, say as a contractor, because this is my home and I don't want to leave.
Of course, I understand. Speaking of, I will gather my men and we shall return back to Elephant. I have a long report to write. I hate paperwork. Oh god, I'm a general now. It's going to be even more paperwork. Is it too late to just die in the battle?
I'll miss you,
With...
Dracos.
He nods. I will miss you as well. And should a time come when you need the strength of the Luxodon Empire, and if this war comes to a damn end anytime soon, send me a letter. I will do what I can. And he'll extend one arm, one massive elephant arm to shake yours.
I will stop, deep breath in, extend an arm, and smile at him. That'd be wonderful.
He takes 3 lightning damage. No. Alright.
Mm.
Handshakes all round, clap, shoulders on the back, nods, and Thrakos makes his leave.
I'd
go on.
like to tell Thrakos one last thing.
Yes,
I'm proud to have called you my friend.
and I am proud to have known a houseplant as brave as you. And he walks away. The sun setting, causing a silhouette.
As he says that, I want to give him a plant.
Which plant do you give him?
Cherry bush.
Hell yes. He takes it, he nods, and he says, now if only I had an apple.
I'm giving the fucking apple to them. I don't know what
Yeah!
I'm gonna do with the orchard, but
Then Thrakos disappears because the scene was going on too long. He just vanishes. Someone clicked Control Alt Delete on him as he's gone. Alright, and we will end the session there. As the Luxodon army departs, leaving you, the villagers of Hell's Reach, with a new resident's pet owl, and absolutely no problems, except for, the dragon and the hag.
That's fine.
just need someone who can fly and match with the dragon now.
And with that,
Extra.
that's going to be the end of it. I will work out XP and send that on the WhatsApp at a later time.
Also, I hope you know that a flying cavalier with the topple mastery is insane.
It's fine.
Because if a dragon is flying and is knocked prone,
It's good. I'm pretty sure there are ways that the new dragons have things to deal with that.
they have legendary resistances. Once they burn through that, which considering the fucking fighter has 4 attacks at level 20,
Yeah, well,
and it's happening every time.
we'll see if you're level 20 when you decide to fight the dragon, because at the moment
Yeah,
you're level 10, and
we'll find out.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
I doubt. To be honest, I doubt you got the patience to wait till level 20 before you decide to go pick a fight with a dragon.
Oh,
All right. But
Mm.
yeah, no. So, Chris, what do you think of the first session?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit hard to keep up at first, obviously, just because it's like,
You came like mid-plot. But on the plus side, now this episode's over and the Luxons are sorted, you're sort of going into a new, fresh arc, which they're like, so you're gonna be coming in sort of like on the level of everyone else, except they know a bit about the dragons. But to be fair, there are dragons in the woods and they're dicks, and that's about the extent of it.
Mhm. No, but I liked it, and I'm happy with my character. I like what I've made with it.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm gonna give you in a little secret, right? This wasn't supposed to happen at all. I didn't expect you guys to cotton on so quick that you were being getting ridden of. You guys were supposed to go do a completely different adventure fucking elsewhere, and then come back to find Tink gone and a whole lot of dead Luxodons, and then go on a rescue mission to get her, and you did none of that shit. And I had to invent the rest of the session on the fly using stuff I prepared for later. So you guys are now
And-
way ahead of the curve.
And now the general of the Loxton army is our friend.
Yes, good
I
job.
mean,
Yay.
you gain more XP than you expected.
Yes, you are, because you were going to fight essentially one big thing and then maybe a couple of like Luxodon mooks. You fought the fucking general, which is a lot more experience. Plus, I'm going to give you a bit more experience for roleplay because there's a lot of cool roleplay here, and I'm also going to chuck a bit more on top because that fight was ridiculous. You shouldn't have won that fight.
I
Like,
know, man. I had advantage.
The
Well,
With lots of
shutdown,
scorching
Yeah.
the,
rays.
shut, the
You-
shutdown combo was
the
insane.
shutdown is what saved you, because if she had actually DC 20 paralysis, it should have been a game over. What the
Paladin,
fuck?
get in! Paladin and bless. Again, my job is
Yeah.
to keep the fucking frontliners alive.
So,
I'm really good at
you,
that.
your reward for absolutely crushing a guy you weren't supposed to fight for like another 2 or 3 sessions is more experience and then harder fights later.
21,000 XP, please.
I mean, if I could have
Fuck
had
it.
my owl, I could have made it.
That
I
will
could have done
save
even
me
more.
having to do math.
Level 11 on the dot. Let's fucking go.
How
Ah,
much XP?
21,000. Should be a crisp level 11.
ah. That will save me
Sorry,
having
Get
to do
used to
math
level
later.
10.
Wait, is that how much we gain or what about?
That's how much you gain. That's how much you
Our
gain.
current total should be 85,000.
I love that we started off with
Yes.
XP leveling, and now that we're so high,
This is just
it's
milestone.
a pain in the
I-
ass to work
I-
out. So it just
This
turns
is just
to-
milestone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Do you know what? Fuck it. Just switch it to milestone. I give up. I concede defeat. You have broken me. You're
What's
I
inside
think
all...
the
I think it's
milestone?
good to start with. It definitely gives that like you need to work hard to do stuff.
I think the
Yes.
issue is
But
because of the regularity of our like we only go every other week at best. XP just drags. It drags so much.
Mm.
It takes so long
Definitely.
to get anywhere. Does mean, however, the town guards are going to probably be capped at level 5 unless they do something cool. But to be fair, that's
Yeah.
fine because they're not the main character of this story. You are.
Oh my
cool
god.
to use, but
So we
they're
have
the most
wait, no.
annoying.
So we have the Cavalier who gives disadvantage on every other enemy. We have Dirge with his fucking spirits.
Yeah.
Should I take Compelled Duel to do the same thing again?
I feel like that's unnecessary due to the fact that between the two of them, everyone already has disadvantage on everything.
Unnecessary, but really funny.
This is like stacking enlarge all over again.
Yeah, here it is. You're right. I'm taking Compelled Duel.
You knock yourself out, son.
Oh,
Because no one
fine.
else is going to be able to.
The thing is, though, if I had my owl, I tend to do more of drive-bys rather than sticking around in the fight.
I feel like, ironically, you're going to be less effective if you fight the way you plan to. But you do you, man.
Yes.
Oh, shit, I should stop the
Be more
recording.
fun.
Hmm.
Uh,
And stop recording.